but it almost looks like something straight out of like a future dystopian movie where it's like a full like shoulder piece that goes and like wraps around, so he can like actually pull some real weight with it because it's so reinforced and designed for that.
If I was deadlifting with one arm, I would strap one part of the bar to my other shoulder.
I've seen people do that too.
I would not use my prosthetic.
Have you seen this dude before?
Yes.
Like, dude lost a leg to an IED, and then a year later was back in a combat zone with a prosthetic leg. Which apparently most people recommend against doing that because they're like, oh, you can return to full service with your with your prosthetic. That means you don't get any disability benefits from the VA for that prosthetic. So you get 0 disability from that.
It's fucked up.
But he didn't kill him. He wanted to go over to the Middle East and fuck shit up still, so...
Fair.
He's not letting some metal leg bullshit prevent him from fucking shit up, which is mad respect.
So, one of my buddies from my Wednesday group, he's like an army vet. He did like 20 years or something like that. And he fits the stereotype of clearly is a retired army vet who would fuck your shit up. He's just a very intimidating dude. And him and Jaden hadn't talked a whole lot since like they sat on opposite sides of the table when she comes over. But after D&D on Wednesday, he came over because she did a one-shot with us, and he was like, okay, so I was looking at like all these different minis that I could like print for you. I was curious which one's like your favorite. Don't worry, I'll paint it and like all of this stuff.
It's like this doesn't match up in my head of like what I expected to come out of your mouth.
She was like, he is exactly how you described him, but I didn't believe it until I witnessed it. Such a good dude.
I think we're good to start then, right?
I believe we were dying.
I know, we were kicking ass.
Personally, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Personally.
You're also fine. You have more health than me still.
I can still polymorph a couple times.
And someone over here is invisible for pretty much
The rest of
the fight.
Another 6 to 7 rounds.
Yep. I'm also a bloody, by the way.
Same.
Yeah. Kenji now has an ability to detect bloodied invisible targets that are named Alistair and have 13 levels in Rogue.
He smells blood.
Your bloodied is like my health.
What's your max?
95.
That's higher, actually.
Exactly.
I'm at 94.
Fuck you.
Okay. So the last thing that happened was Faust said something along the lines of, "I'm sorry, Kenji, but I can't allow you to lose this fight." And then the Echo that is double teaming you with the actual Kenji, who you just knocked unconscious while having held in a headlock. Turned and looked at you, and then looked at Kenji. The kind of behavior that it's exuding feels very different from the threatening kind of feeling it was giving you earlier. It's almost an impending sense of tension, almost like an impending sense of
a recap.
Thank you. I wanted to say it, but I didn't know if that's where you were going, so I didn't want to be like an asshole and cut you off.
No, that's the joke.
So last session, we woke up from our concussions, basically, and made our way across the rest of the bridge and got trapped in like a dreamlike memory, a recap, if you will.
The term is a flashback, my guy.
No, I was doing everything in my power not to say flashback.
Yeah, a grayscale vision of the past.
A recap, actually, of us, but not entirely us, alongside Faust going on some sort of mission where we had to deal with some witches. But we all had to act in accordance with how our characters would have.
Well, that was the idea.
To some extent.
Except I fucked it up.
Except Ren fucked some shit up. And then we decided we didn't want to deal with our problems and face the city and the mountain climb. So we flew to the very top of it and patiently waited for Faust and Kenji to show up. And after doing my absolute damnedest to speak and be pleasant, we started some combat.
You also found out something about what they were doing on this island.
They were hunting monsters and experimenting.
And you found traces of said monster nearby.
Yes.
We properly ignored.
Relatively nearby. Not like on your doorstep nearby.
Started with an O.
The Odopi.
That word.
Okay. I think that's good.
And then we completed phase 1 of the boss fight.
Is it crazy frog penis? What the fuck?
Crazy frog is not fun, apparently.
It's not even crazy frog penis, it's crazy frog schlong.
Crazy frog horse cock.
Exactly.
Okay.
Moving on.
No more recap. And with that impending sense of tension, before you realize it, it's already happened. Time to stop. Faust kind of stretches his arms out, cracks his head this way and that way.
Okay, bro.
So easy.
He's about to fuck us up with them hands.
All 4 of his cogs are out, orbiting behind him in satellite formation. He says, I almost had you go in there for a second, didn't I?
No.
I think I have quite the flair for drama, but this, and he kind of motions at the scene out in front of you that all of you are currently involved in, frozen in. Your heads can move from your neck up. What? Nothing to say?
Are you gonna kill us, or are we gonna get back to having some fun? Like, what's the plan?
What does Kenji's mobility look like right now? What does Kenji's mobility look like right now? Can he breathe?
He's unconscious.
Oh, is he unconscious?
Yeah.
I know he's unconscious. I didn't know if he was like on the floor if like his arm was like dangling and actively moving while it's in his, in his arms.
Currently still.
It's hard to say. He's still like being very tightly
headlocked,
bound. He's also unconscious. So it's very hard to say.
I snap his neck through the time stop. Fuck Kenji.
Well, we could get back to this, but I have a feeling that this was not going the way it was supposed to go.
And he kind of floats back to ground level. He starts scratching his chin a little.
I can't for the life of me say why he was holding back when he was fighting you.
Shakes his head.
But trying to iron those instincts out of him, and still they linger. Let's put things to the way they should be, shall we?
And he's going to descend down this way, walk over here, ever so carefully remove Kenji from your arms. It is quite a process given how tightly you had him, paralyzed as you are. And then he's going to drag him up this way.
Into the caltrops.
Not into the caltrops. Not into the caltrops.
A death ought to wake him up.
Death, the best.
Who is the highest passive perception here again?
Probably me, 19.
I'm also at 19. You should have 20 because you're.
Should I?
Yeah, because the +5 proficiency, +5 wisdom, right?
Oh yeah. It is 20.
As he descended, Nimbus, it was not quite as controlled of a descent as he had been showing in his flying earlier. And you think that part of his stretching that he was doing was probably trying to hide some of that fact.
He's getting a little beaten.
He very cautiously sets Kenji on the
I
ground.
do pummel him a little bit.
Just normally I can only do this about once per loop, I would say. Maybe a second time if I really pushed myself. But thankfully,
He turns to face you all.
there's a source of rejuvenation right here.
He's going to hover very so slightly over the caltrops. He's going to cup his hand, take a small sip of the well of power, nod, and then you watch as he dunks all 4 of his cogs in.
Like a chicken strip.
A flash of light shoots out of the well of power, and his posture, which had ever so slightly been hunched forward, tired, dogged, is is now standing a lot straighter.
That's a lot better. I have to say, I had totally anticipated you all to chase me, but it is fortuitous that you decided to, quote-unquote, ambush me here. Weren't there 4 of you?
No, only 3 made it here.
Curious.
Move. He can only time stop people who can see. Move. Go.
Go kill Kenji. Just
No, are you kidding me?
It's at that moment, Alice, you realize you are not frozen.
Oh my god.
Oh, let's go.
Have you just been standing still?
You've been standing still.
Everyone else has. I just assumed. Can I actually move?
You piece of shit. I hate you.
Alistair
floss.
flosses.
I could swear there were 4 of you. I swear that whatever.
Just kill Kenji now before you get
I'm
killed.
not killing.
Kill him.
I don't want to kill
Kill him
Kenji.
now.
And he grabs Kenji by the scruff of his
Kill him
neck,
now.
by the collar of his
Kill him.
shirt, and he hangs him over
Finish
the well
him.
of power.
I'm gonna
Finish him now.
run up behind Faust and stab him with the vorpal blade.
Whoa!
Not Kenji. Kill Kenji, man.
No,
He's
I'm
gonna
not
drop
killing-
Kenji in the well still.
That's fine. I'm not killing fucking Kenji.
We don't want him in the well.
You could have like tackled
You
Yeah.
run
Kenji.
up, so you run up and stab him now. No?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could have
Okay.
like tackled Kenji away from him, or
Jumped over the fountain and or the
Okay.
pool.
Alistair's gonna 1v1 Faust in time stop. I'd watch that.
It's like he's baiting you though. He's like, I thought there was 4 person.
Four of you.
Alistair took the bait.
I assume I'm considered hidden.
It was probably also like Gabe telling.
Come on!
Cole that he's
Crit.
not fucking
Come
frozen.
on. Fucking give me a crit, please. Oh my god.
Oh no,
What
you
the
whip!
Fuck. Bro, this is bullshit. That's...
Inspiration.
10, 12, 16? Yeah,
You
I rolled
whip.
a 4.
So hard.
Wait, so if
Natural
you
one
miss,
and a
would
4.
Faust even know? If you're completely invisible and don't make any
Hold on a
sound,
second. Hold on a second.
if you miss,
I'm considering fiat here. There is no way you would have missed that. But
it's not a crit,
It's
but
not-
still a hit. Because there's no way you would have missed. He just didn't get the crit.
we'll say that reliable talent could rock here. How about that?
And I'm gonna roll again.
No, it just makes it a 9 or 10. So you
Yeah.
hit, but then there's no crit. I mean, you could potentially miss, but that is like
It's so beyond.
so beyond catastrophic. And
It's like cartoonish.
Oh, he could.
That's
he
just
could-
I don't
bad
know.
storytelling.
Let it
yeah,
happen.
it really is just like a attention flop. Really.
What
I
the
sneak
fuck?
up when I stab him and I fucking
It could
miss.
be like he misses because like Faust notices him last second and gets freezes him.
Bro, what the
The breeze of
Yeah,
There we go. There's
Alistair.
a 20.
yeah. Like he
I think
he
the
hears him
reliable
running.
talent makes sense.
I don't know.
I think either way works.
You guys vote. I don't fucking.
I think
I
you should,
vote-
I want to stab him.
Hit no crit. That's
Hit
my
no
vote.
crit. I'm okay with the hit no.
Hit,
I'm fine
hit,
with that then.
Hit,
Okay.
hit,
Hit that shit.
hit.
All right.
Cole,
so
you trying to hit?
Tap that.
Hit no sneak attack.
Trying to
Well,
tap that
Yes, sneak
Faust.
attack. Are you fucking kidding me?
roll damage, and I will describe the slightly less catastrophic events that ensue.
What is? It's a rapier, so it's a D8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a D8.
Wait, he could just attack again with his bonus action.
No, but if he misses, then that may or may not reveal.
Man, this is some dog shit.
That's
rolls.
average. You're fine.
Look at all the ones.
You also got 6.
Ugh. 10. 8. So another 10 is 20. 20 plus 7 is 27.
What do you get a main character moment? You biff it.
All right, Alistair. Here is exactly what happens. Upon realizing that time is not frozen for you, you seize the opportunity. You run up and attack him, but knowing that Faust is crafty, knowing that he somehow has probably some countermeasure, you faint first. And almost as if sensing your emotion, as if the air that you move, because this place is so still, time is so frozen. As you run, you still see specks of dust and rubble frozen in midair.
move around me.
Once that movement reaches him, he preternaturally senses a threat and dodges, but you were counting on that. So after the feint, he goes slightly off balance, and you take care of that. You sweep his leg, and he lands back first on your vorpal blade.
Right on top.
As the blade forms like a flower blossoming out of his chest.
Oh my god. Beautiful.
And then chaos ensues, because his cogs are still in the well, and he was holding Kenji by his collar over the well of power as well. So in one fell swoop...
Uh-oh.
Kenji's falling
Does
in.
Kenji get the cogs? Uh-oh.
Time restarts.
This might be worse.
This might be worse.
The whole well of power, in simple terms, explodes.
I'm too
What
sober
about,
for this.
what about in complicated terms?
It combusts.
Nice.
Nice.
You and everyone else are covered in a spray of thick, prismatic, crystalline, viscous, magical water.
Do I get any, perhaps, magic bag?
We all level up.
Instantly.
We'll see.
It's like
We
rare
all
candies.
get a benefit of a long rest.
Ooh, I'd be okay with that.
We will see. The spray it covers up is so thick and so...
Those previously without spells have spells now.
You're now outlined in the spray.
Everyone gets a level of
We
sorcery.
all actually just become insane because we just got drenched with cog water.
We are level 20 for one round, and then it is 5 levels of exhaustion.
Bradley be like, I'm too sober for this, and grabs the peanut butter.
So thick and so thorough that your vision is effectively obscure for everybody. On top of that, you are also coated in a thick layer of
So like this
shimmering
is an
water.
outline of a cat.
Yeah. So you effectively you are no longer visible.
Bro got
No!
splooged on.
I see it gets squished out.
Faust. The first time ever, you see like a look of shock, literally carved into his face by your blade, and his eyes look over. He goes, "You, you."
Wait, can you see you now?
Well, yeah, I got outlined in.
Oh.
in
You can see
water.
about 5 feet in front of you, and then it's just covered up by shimmering water and light. A giant pillar is still shooting up into the sky. A storm is now beginning to brew. A magical storm. You see flashes of blue and white and purple flashing above. I need the freaking...
Oh no.
Oh no.
Chaos.
Oh
Magic.
no.
So Kenji actually suffers
Oh
4
my God.
cog rolls.
And
So
just,
he loses the sense of sight, hearing, smell, and touch.
I was gonna say, he just dies. Kenji becomes a vegetable.
Kenji's going Super Saiyan. He's gonna come up and be like glowing with more muscles than before.
A different hair
He's
color.
unlocked more muscles.
Yeah.
That-
his hair just goes longer.
That echo that was next to you is now dispelled. 25.
We did it, Patrick. We saved the city.
Both you and Kairi both immediately feel like a cold stab through your heart as your curse immediately strangles you into a vision. You feel in 1 second the same shock and adrenaline that is surging through Faust's body right now. For Ren and for Alistair, you are free to act. Also roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Should we as well? Or
Yeah.
Why did I roll 2?
Well, I'm caught off guard.
1 8.
28?
19.
Jesus fuck.
Plus 13 to initiative, baby.
Alert moment.
25?
3.
Nice. Kairi?
23. Hey, we're almost at a power turn together.
Almost.
We're just
We're
that
all
close.
stacked in the like 19 and 20s. Then
I was caught off guard. Apparently.
Bro was not expecting to have fucking cog water splashed on him.
well, to be fair, we also couldn't see Alistair.
Yeah.
So we were just watching Faust do all this bullshit.
Hey, at least we
And
know.
then he
at least
keels
we know
over.
about
Yeah,
Faust
you're
is now.
staring at Faust, and then all of a sudden, there is just a blade made of blood erupts through the center of his chest.
You.
Scene from Alien.
I guess maybe we could notice the subtle dust movement.
Is the blade coagulated by the water at all? Or by the magic water?
Why would it? I think that you are. What are you asking?
It'd be the opposite of
vorpal.
coagulate.
It's not dissolved by the water, no.
I see.
Coagulate is to come together to harden.
Oh yeah.
Which it is.
He's
doing
not a
currently.
bio person, Gabe. Give him a break.
Sorry.
No.
It's just my inner it's my inner pedantic coming out.
You ruin everything. Without you, they'd still be in that damn tower.
You're welcome.
It's your turn, Alistair.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna stab him again. Is he prone?
Yeah.
Don't miss.
I swear to God, dude. Oh my God. What the fuck is wrong with my dice today? That's fine. It's still, that's an 18.
That is a miss.
Oh! No. Fucking garbage dice.
You attempt to pull your blade out of his chest
It
and
is,
strike
like,
again,
stuck.
and he grabs it with his arm, keeping you
Oh no.
in close range. You see his hand bleeding through, but there's something wrong with his blood. It's thick, it's viscous, dry.
Is it purple?
Yeah.
Aw, man. Why do we have to share the same blood? This is dog shit.
So, here you stand next to him. You can either...
I'd have to let go of it to move, wouldn't I?
Yes.
Just drag him along.
Stab him again.
Take out,
can't.
Bonus action.
Different
take out
weapon.
a knife.
Can I?
Sandwich him.
If you are dual wielding, you can bonus action check.
Yeah. Which, the longsword I can use in one hand.
Well, you have to have rapier has to be light.
If you have two light weapons.
Yeah, I have a wooden longsword, which has the
But is
finesse.
the rapier isn't light.
Finesse and light are not mutually exclusive.
Is the wooden longsword light? I don't think so. I think
No, it's just finesse. I'm pretty sure.
I pull out a dagger and just fucking stab him in the chest with it.
Do you have two daggers?
Yeah, I have one.
You have one, you have two?
Well,
I do have
the
two.
one's the
Okay.
vorpal blade, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's in his chest right now.
yeah, exactly. So he has a normal dagger and a vorpal blade.
Faust is holding on to it with his
So I'd have to let go of the vorpal blade.
Yeah.
No,
Do you want
don't.
do you want Faust
Rapiers
to-
count as light weapons
No.
for the purposes of dual wielding, because you can have a rapier and a dagger as a main hand and an offhand.
Would the rules for dual wielding are if you have if you're
Rapiers
running
are
two
not
white
light
weapons.
weapons.
If you're running two white, if the exact
I do
wording,
have two
believe, is-
daggers though.
Just you start with a dagger and like go with a vorpal blade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this still with advantage?
What's this music
Yeah.
from?
It's Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay, that's cool. Now I get the 19. Do I have extended crit? Only with the
I was gonna say, it
vorpal blade.
kind of reminds me of Ghibli.
Yeah.
So it's not a crit, but I still get sneak attack on it.
You do not.
Oh.
There are no allies. within 5 feet.
Alistair's
You
like
are
throughout
not
heaven and earth, I alone in the
Actually, no, you
one.
don't use
Yeah, he's
advantage. Sorry.
yeah, he's prone.
Sorry. I forgot.
For war, and a dagger is a d4, right?
Yeah.
That's better. That's a lot.
What does he
better.
move? 10? Oh, God.
10,
This is
20.
good.
30, 35. 35 plus 5 is 40.
Did you include this?
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
My guy's on death's door.
I'm gonna shout and be like, somebody come kill this piece of shit right now.
Well, let's see. Who's next in initiative?
Oh.
Kairi is still under...
Question marks.
Kairi is still under effect of curse, so...
What you said? You said you was like a flashback sort of scene. What is the scenery around me?
You are in an ethereal white space. Large vertical
Oh.
bars, which appear to have been carved literally out of the wall, block you out of the rest of the room. Behind you there is endless shadow, and in front of you there is white, sterile space. Ambiently, deep and low, you can feel it rumbling through your bones as you lay on the floor. A ticking sound, like the hands of a giant clock moving.
And you said there's a
In the
storm.
tower.
Yeah, there's a storm. It's a mage storm.
So it doesn't count?
It is a storm.
Okay. So if I use Call Lightning.
That's not your turn.
But it will be.
Ask more on your turn.
Can I try and stand up?
You stand up.
And approach the bars in the tower?
Yes.
Do I see any people in like the ethereal white space?
You see 4 dark silhouettes. They appear to shift and morph in front of you.
Wasn't the tower black?
But always, they whisper the same thing.
Innocent. You are innocent.
For now, I'm gonna just try and put my hands on the bar and try and melt them away. But I'm not sure if I'm doing it. That's just what I'm gonna try for now.
Okay. You can also stillness of mind. That's your whole turn. Essentially.
Oh, I didn't know I could stillness of mind this. Yeah, I'll try stillnessing of mind.
No more bars, no more cages. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And you find yourself overstimulated by shining specks of crystal and water and lightning and thunder and this deep innate sense within you that something has gone terribly wrong.
Is this just like a pool? What is this line here?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet?
You'll find out. That was your whole turn, so no movement.
Okay, no movement. No movement!
Now I believe it's Nimbus' turn.
I still can't see though, can I?
Only about 5 feet in front of you.
Yes.
So I can't use Call Lightning on him.
Well, just because you can't see doesn't necessarily. Hold on.
I think Call Lightning is a point you can see.
Yeah, you can cast the spell, but
Yeah. Oh shit. Point you can see within range. Wah, wah.
Womp womp. Do you have any restoration, like cure blindness, or like?
I don't think that would help.
Can you wipe the goo off your
It's
face?
environmental obscuration.
is it like the water on us that's blocking our sight, or is it just the fact that it's now like raining?
So imagine that if someone blew up a pool of like glitter, and it's just like suspended everywhere.
I see. Or do you have like any control?
Destroy
goop?
water?
Yeah, it could destroy goop.
Do you have like gust?
I have Gust.
But is everything still suspended in time stop except us? Or is
No,
it-
time stop is over.
Okay.
That's how you were able to act. Aside from
Would as looking at the environment, do I think Gust or Destroy Water would be effective in helping to?
Gust is
obscure?
which gust spell is this? Is this the cantrip? Or?
Yeah, I only have the cantrip.
Gust would not be very effective. You can destroy water. Destroys a 30-foot cube within range.
So I could only do a 30-foot cube. Wait, is that 30 by 30?
Yeah. 30 by 30 by 30. By nature of being a cube.
So that's what. Did I get pushed back here?
No, you're still an eagle. Remember?
Was I still an eagle?
Yeah.
I thought I lost it.
Yeah, I thought she lost her second eagle form.
No, you still had it up because I took a picture of Bellman.
Oh,
You were
okay.
still an eagle.
I guess you're an eagle form then.
Oh, okay. So I guess I can't really cast a spell anyway, though.
You just drop eagle.
Yeah. Or I can just. I mean, I know which way I was facing, right?
Yeah.
So I can still go forward
Kenji should be here.
and then drop it. And then.
Assuming that you are actually landing as birds, so you're not just flying out of the sky.
Yes.
This is 15 feet down from here. This trench.
Oh, it's a crater.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll land myself there.
Okay.
I guess this is. I'm doing some precise movement considering I can't see very well, but.
One step at a time. You can see right in front of
You
you.
go like slowly and see.
Yeah.
See, it's like driving in fog.
You knew where he was, and you would never forget that.
And then cast Destroy Water around us.
You create a space of stillness.
Does that destroy the water that's revealing him?
Yes.
Cole, you're invisible again.
Hey!
Do you just want me to drop this on you, or do you want it centered in a certain way?
No, just center it on me.
Okay. I'm going to center it on you, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should do like 2 spaces away from that square of everyone.
That was your action.
Okay.
And it's
I guess
bonus
I
action.
might as well cast Shillelagh.
Right.
I don't think I'd already casted it yet.
Anything else?
Oh. What is Faust conscious?
Yeah, he's holding the blade of the Vorpal sword in his hand. As it is stuck in his
I don't
chest.
have any sly remarks. I don't.
He looks up at you.
He's not going to use the Vorpal blade on you.
You two.
He's not so much breathing as he is struggling to move air into the chest that you have punctured. Cool. Alistair.
What?
He says, you two.
And then it sounds as if he's gasping for breath, but he's not so much breathing as he is struggling to move air through the lungs that you just punctured.
Good.
You two responsible for ruining everything. Just you wait. There's a surprise waiting for you.
I'm looking forward to it, Faust.
It is his turn. He is going to
Steal it.
disintegrate the blade, leaving the hilt to clatter onto the ground behind him as he stands up. We're going to get... What are we going to do here? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. He's going to cast Spell Plague on you, Nimbus.
Oh.
Oh.
The fuck
What's
is
that
that?
mean?
I will elaborate.
Well, they're already making noises that make me think it is not
If it
good.
makes you feel any better, I don't know what the fuck's going on either.
You feel your ability to spellcast atrophy. The
Is
same
this
way,
considered a charming spell?
no, the same way that a muscle does if left unused for a while. Roll an intelligence save.
Is it considered a disease?
No, roll an intelligence.
No! Natural 20!
Natural 20. Okay, so on a success, all of your cantrips become level 1 spells. And with that,
What happens on a failure?
all your spells go up by 1 level.
Oh.
He's going to Misty Step up here,
Aw, that is a proc opportunity.
and then fly up out of the 30-foot cube, back into the range of obscuration. 25.
So where am I?
You are in a familiar jail cell in the ethereal clock tower. You cannot remember why you're there, but you know one thing for sure. You're innocent. 4 shadowy silhouettes stare at you from outside the bars. They appear to morph and shift at regular intervals, and the same sound beating out each second of your life, the ticking and talking of a giant clock somewhere.
Why am I in here?
You don't know?
You're in.
No, I'm asking them.
You're innocent. You're innocent. Did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong.
You feel like scratching at the back of your skull. You could just remember if someone could remind you. If someone could offer you a sacrifice to burn, perhaps, you might remember as well.
Do I have any of my stuff?
No, but you can see something in the hands of one of the silhouettes. Something thin and silver.
I like extend my hand out, like
As if possessed, you would already know what to say.
Let's make a deal.
let's make a deal.
One of them offers you a string, and moved as if through muscle memory, unconsciously, you light it on fire. And as the smoke burns away the string, so too does the vision burn away. At the end of your turn, you find yourself back at the well tower, surrounded, overstimulated by light and crystal and mist.
King Faust for a second.
Interesting. Okay.
that brings us to the top of the next round. As Disaster 2.0 strikes.
Oh no.
Kenji.
First, Alistair goes. Excuse me.
Actually.
I'm sorry.
Technically speaking.
Technically, Alistair goes before anyone else.
Technically, I go before the will of God.
Yeah.
Nimbus and Alistair, from your little clearing, you're able to observe as what appears to be Kenji's golden dragon spirit attempts to flee from the crater. Something appears to grab it by its tail as you watch its whole body stiffen, and it gets pulled back into the mist.
Oh.
Is, how big is the hand? Just normal sized?
You didn't see what it was. You inferred that something grabbed it.
Oh.
The same way that an animal...
Are we about to fight
Would
the
stiffen
black muscle
and
monster
flee.
from the Gibraltus? Or the Lythus?
I genuinely don't know.
That's what I'm guessing. That was my first thought.
I believe that puts us at Alistair's.
Your monster is...
Can I see
Inside.
Faust at all, or?
You saw him teleport onto this ledge and then fly up into the obscuring mist.
Take a shot.
Would be with disadvantage, though.
Is this considered the same combat?
No, because he made us reroll initiative.
Damn. Your clockwork bow.
Yeah, it's back to its. Yeah, I got +1 still.
Technically, you never left initiative, but we'll say it's a new battle.
Oh. Ow, hits.
Ooh,
Are
ouch.
you attempting to shoot Faust?
Can I pick up the Vorpal Blade first?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, that's my free object interaction for this turn. I cannot lose this Vorpal Blade.
I'm just surprised he didn't take it.
I don't think I have anything.
He almost moved like instinctually, it seemed to you, Alistair, as if he was too hopped up on adrenaline to really plan ahead.
Think anything, yeah.
As in to say, he skunk sprayed Nimbus and then ran away in the confusion.
That's such a devastating spell, though.
What, the one-
Devastating.
The spell plague?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing I succeeded.
Well, true, but like if
Fuck that.
you're
Yeah, there's no way of me
like a warlock and
Dis-
all of your damage
dispersing
comes from your
so I might as well
cantrips,
just-
and now your cantrips cost
You're just
spell
taking a shot at
slots.
him?
Yeah,
This is a straight roll.
just straight one.
Yeah.
Because you can't cast cantrips now.
Let's just-
I don't think we already cast Shalala.
True. Well, I mean, you can't, but it takes
Natural
spell slots in
20.
order.
Damn!
Oh, fuck.
I don't usually
I'm
cast
not-
that
am I
many
hidden?
cantrips to begin with
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
in combat settings.
You're invisible again.
you would have hidden before you shot him, correct?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Then you were hidden. But that's your bonus action. Evaporated.
which is fine.
Evaporado.
I got a natural 20 though, so it's a crit.
Yeah.
It's about to be a lot.
Bring him down.
It's about to be a lot of dice being rolled.
Bring him down. I fucked him up at the start of the combat.
Wait,
you
yeah,
fucked
he's
him up
at
last
death's
time.
door. This should in reality kill him.
Or, you know, something else.
10,
He'll probably just go into holidays, right?
Yeah.
20, 25.
First level healing word.
26.
Good name for healing word. Yeah, Kenji actually transformed into a cleric.
Oh, shit.
36,
With the power of God and
46, 49,
You had 11 HP left.
49, 54 plus 2 is 56 plus 5 is 61.
He goes into hollow dice.
Damn it.
He falls out of the sky onto this ledge, immediately knocking one of the dice out.
Hey, and now he's visible again. Fuck him up! I can't do anything else. Kill him, please.
Cool!
Uh-oh, it's time.
Oh no.
We're just gonna put, this is a 6, this is a 7, nothing, and this is 5.
You want to pull me back into dueling initiative so I can make up for that 3? You really should, Faust. It'd be a good idea.
We're gonna add another little clearing here. Just in we got what appears to be two torsos entwined with a Kenji-shaped silhouette hidden within.
Sorry, I need to see this. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm picturing. It's just that icon.
And then as his arms flow forward, there is a serpent's golden head here, a serpent's silver head here, and a large hooked tail trailing behind it. So what you are
It's
seeing,
Kenjizilla.
in essence, is a Kenji who is surrounded by translucent golden and silver light as two twin dragon spirits entwined around each other with him in the center, sort of smoke and flake out from him and extend forward around him. The lines that are between his body and the spirits blur. They're staticky and smoky, and he almost appears more animalistic.
I can't see
Stay up.
shit.
Did we just leave Kenji like this? I don't know if we did.
Who did I say was moving first?
6.
6. That would be
His tail. I believe he's
the tail. Perfect! Okay, that's gonna be a guiding bolt shot at Alistair. At disadvantage, of course. But a guiding bolt nonetheless. Where's my lady 20?
I hate it. I like that shirt.
What's your AC, Alistair?
17.
Do you have any? You just have uncanny dodge. That's right. Okay, that does hit. Are you going to uncanny dodge first?
Yeah, probably should.
Okay, so you take half of, for a total of 7 radiant damage.
V when the main body hits you for 50, top 5 damage, and he already used uncanny dodge.
Yep.
And the next person striking has advantage. Okay. It's also going to move slightly forward. It has started climbing up this wall, but it has not gotten all the way up there yet. Kairi, it's her turn.
I'm going to like step into the clearing. And I'm gonna go. Where'd Kenji go? Where is he?
And you see the thing.
Is that him?
You see his silhouette, almost as if swallowed by it. Consumed. Hitting within.
Is there any indication of where the cogs went?
Oh, they're on Faust.
Oh, they're on Faust? Okay.
Well, actually, those who had seen him, those who were able to see him still, he put them away and then he flew up. So they are not out at the moment, but they came back to him.
As long as they're not in tendon.
You are about ankle deep in well water right now.
Alright, I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to try and fireball this monster.
Okay, so here's how AoE attacks with multi-token enemies work. Each token rolls individually, but they only take half damage.
Okay.
So I will roll.
Please don't still have evasion.
He does not. I won't.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give this monstrosity evasion.
He does have uncanny dodge though.
Both of the head saved. The torso and the tail did not.
Okay. Does the rain affect this damage at all?
No.
Okay. 17.
Magical rain versus magical fire. 25 is just like shell shocked to the back and can barely see. It just sees a giant flash of light followed by several
29 fire damage, so they each take 15.
And the heads take 7.
Yeah.
Or 8,
8.
rather. How much health do these things have? Okay.
7 actually.
Yeah, actually, I can one shot them.
Gold, silver, torso, tail. And then Kenji himself as well. Takes 15.
Okay.
Tail takes.
I do restore a little bit of HP off of that explosion.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move up, bonus action, attack.
Hold on. 5 is silver. Okay, got it. Now that you are close, you can see that the silver head appears to be surrounded by arcane sigils, and the golden head seems to be surrounded by nothing.
Sounded by nothing, okay. I'll go for an attack on the silver head. That is a 25.
That hits. Roll damage.
Sorry, that should be a D8, not a D10. That is 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. The head casts Thunderous Rebuke as it lets out a ear-splitting roar. Roll a strength save.
Hey guys, everybody knows in Souls-likes, the human form is obviously the worst one. The harder one.
2.
2. Alright, you are knocked back 10 feet and prone. And you also take
Easy.
9 thunder damage. 7. That is the goal. Shit, okay. He's not climbing up the wall anymore. Instead, he's heading this way. We're gonna occupy this space.
That's your sister, bro. This is weird.
Uh-oh, he's gonna flank me.
With himself.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a floating butterfly palm against you.
No, he can do techniques.
That's what the gold head does. The gold head does techniques and silverhead cast spells. That's a miss, that's a hit. That's a hit, that's a hit. 3 hits, so your next attack will be weak. And you take a total of...
I do still have smoking image up, so...
Oh, shit, that's right. Okay. Okay. 2 of your images are gone. It hits you once.
Okay.
And then roll the recoil damage.
Is it 1d6 or 2d6 per recoil?
Bro is really asking me about my own spells.
I'll look it up, fine.
I already have the thing out.
You have your thing out?
So
Little
put
sus,
that
bro.
away.
Little sus.
Does he have his socks on?
26.
1d6 for each? Okay. So that is 6 damage for each of them.
Okay.
2 plus charisma modifier, so that's 12 total.
And then bonus action, it's going to use Dragon Fist. We're going to make this lightning damage.
Did you roll those with advantage, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. Because I am playing.
The Dragon Fist hits for 9 lightning damage.
Okay. How much did the actual attack hit me for?
Oh, the one that did hit you was 8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay. So 17. So
Nimbus, it's your turn.
I love the rain. I'm picturing this as more rain now than...
Can I cast Call Lightning
Yes.
on the creature?
Which part of the creature?
The body part.
And then it... Well, if you cast it here, it'll hit this one.
Oh, wait,
I think I get the 10 by 10 space.
Is it 10 by 10?
Yeah, it's 5 feet of a point, so you get a 10 by 10 square.
Okay. So I could just hit 2 of them.
Yeah.
So you're hitting the
Any
silver
two.
head and the torso?
Yeah. The
Hit-
body and any other piece.
Hit the one doing techniques.
Okay, I was gonna say, see, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Gold and torso.
Okay, that is a dex save.
Yeah, I should probably look at what my spell does. I don't remember.
That's a critical failure from the torso and a success from the golden
I
head.
think it's 2d10.
3d10.
It's 40-10 because it's already storming.
Oh. I thought it started
40-10,
at 2
sorry.
instead of 3.
Or if you count this as a storm. But
He said he does.
This is a mage storm. So actually, we'll say this does 5d10 force damage.
Ooh.
do you actually D10?
Yeah. So that's
Ooh.
9, 19, 26,
29.
29, 37.
37.
So have to 19 and then have the entry saves.
Wow. Okay. You actually just took out the...
Gold dragon?
You actually just took out the golden head and the torso,
Oh.
leaving Kenji exposed in the center.
I don't know if that's better or worse. Again, Souls-likes have taught me that the human-sized is far worse.
Anything else, Nimbus?
Are these still like caltrops or whatever?
Yeah.
Can you just, like, kick those aside?
Is this a pillar?
Yeah.
I'll just go over here,
Oh, that ladder should be gone.
It's
Where's
raining now.
rabbit hop, and then I just want a shillelagh attack. My bonus shillelagh attack on
Good. Roll a hit.
Faust.
He's
Ah,
prone.
not so fast. Your cantrips are still level 1
Well,
spells.
Shillelagh, she cast Shillelagh
I
before.
cast shillelagh, so now I get.
So she just gets to attack with it.
No, you do that
It's
by
bonus action. I have
you do
to
that by
cast it.
recasting the spell.
Oh.
No, he's right. He's right.
But it's over at the end of this turn.
You have advantage.
He's
prone.
also prone.
Okay.
So you only have to do. A spell plague is over once this turn ends.
Okay. So that is 20 to hit,
Okay.
and then.
You take out one of his hollow dice.
Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't damage the matter. It's holidays. Crap.
Null spaces the torso. Kenji begins to lift his arms out, and you see the golden serpent beginning to reform around him. You think until the start of this turn, next round, you have that long to target him until the serpent comes back. Is Faust's turn? Faust is going to stand up.
I'll call lightning on him again.
Faust is going to take out all of his cogs and heal himself to full.
Oh, you fucking
Bitch ass.
Oh, you dumb bitch.
At the end of his
That's
turn,
everything though.
he dispels them again.
That took all the cogs though.
They were out and exposed for a full turn, and now they're gone. 5. That's the silver serpent. It's not going to move. Instead, it's going to cast. Who can it see right now?
Me and Nimbus.
It's going to cast Serpent's Wrath. Make a dex save, DC 18.
Who? Both of us? Okay.
What kind of save was it?
18 dex.
Fail. 16.
Who failed? Who succeeded?
I succeeded. She
I
failed.
failed.
Okay. Where is this spell?
I barely made it.
No
You take
dex
half
bonus.
damage, Kairi.
0.
So, because of evasion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Nimbus. An ethereal snake encircles around you, constricting you. You are restrained, and you also take 14 radiant damage. Yes. Call lightning concentration.
It is.
Yes.
Because I can just recall it without casting it again.
Yeah.
You gotta roll concentration.
Oh!
25, it's your turn.
I got a 10.
10. You pass.
Nice. Gamer.
Okay. Well, I finally get to take a turn. This is pretty cool. Start of my turn, this goes to you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Jesus Christ, this is what I'm seeing. 30. 35, 40.
Hold on a minute, you can't go through
Can't
enemy
move.
space.
Yeah. You move.
Oh, I thought it was flying.
No, it is on the
You
ground.
move through
10,
friendly
15,
spaces,
20,
though, can't
25,
you?
30, 35, 40. Am I in range of Kenji?
Yes.
I don't know if he's still considered large.
He's still taking a 2x2 space, but I'm just making it a small token so you can visually. Here, this is probably the best way to do it. Kenji is exposed.
Okay.
Kill him now!
Fuck it, we ball.
Kill him!
I've
Hurry!
used all of my shit to bring him to phase 2, so
The
You should
action
say
surge?
fuck it, we ball, and make him.
not
He did
right
that.
Did
now.
he drag him out of the flesh thing monster?
That's the goal. First I'm gonna attempt to grapple him.
Okay.
30.
That is
One.
a success.
This
Okay.
is Akira shit.
So I've now grappled. I'm going to attempt to drag him and pull him away.
There's another grapple check. This one's at disadvantage for you.
Okay.
It's 22.
Would it be disadvantage or would it be a neutral roll because I have advantage on further grapple checks?
You don't have advantage, but you don't have advantage for the grapple checks.
That's right, it's attacks on grapple targets. Okay, so 23.
Okay.
Uh,
You yank him out. These dissipate. You still think it's going to reform
right.
at the start of its next turn. And you don't know what's going to happen to you when that happens.
Yeah.
You're gonna get swallowed up and eaten. You'll become another head. What does Kenji actually look like when he's dragged out of it?
So, His tattoos are turning black and flaking off of him, and his eyes are consumed by light. You're not sure if he's really himself right now. You can see his mouth just slightly moving, and you hear whispering. That curse on his arm that looks exactly like the one that Faust has been using on you is going insane.
I almost want to see if I can try to throw him off the cliff. Just separate him from... I can't do it this turn, but I'm asking the table if that is remotely realistic.
The serpents had wings.
Oh, that's right.
Because they're technically dragged.
Okay.
I'm just
So,
imagining these giant masks
45,
by Donovan.
50, 55. And then for my third action, I'm just going to throw him at the damaged wall.
Okay. You can get him this way for 1d6 damage plus pro. Get it!
And then I will take a step back 5 feet.
Does a quick look at Faust, does he seem like this is the expected outcome of what happened?
What do you mean?
Did Faust expect Kenji to react like this or turn into this?
Faust looks like he's extremely distracted with Nimbus.
Okay.
What?
Alistair, top of the round, it's your turn.
5, 10, 15. How tile up is this?
15 feet.
So that makes this 30, 35, 40.
Flank time.
Faust
You're
about to get
going
mugged.
to regret this.
Wait, he can't see him.
He's not re-hidden.
No, I haven't.
I
But
thought you were invisible.
I could hide right now.
He stepped back into the mist.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. Shit ball. It's not that big of a deal. I'm invisible though, so could I? But I'm
That cancels
missed,
out, yeah.
But he's being flanked, so it doesn't matter. I get damage anyway.
Do you want to attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him.
What?
You're going to regret this.
I hope I do, Faust. I really hope I do. But I don't think I'm going to.
I don't know if I regret this.
Reveals his position with his voice.
That's fine. That makes that a 24.
That hits. Full damage.
Hey, that's pretty good. 10. Oh, fuck, those were 2 5s. 20. 25. 27. 28. Plus 7 is 35. Yeah, 35 damage.
Okay. Get it.
And then I'm going to... I can't move anymore. I used all my movement. Shit balls. And I
You
can't-
go into the non-misted area and then
Well,
you're
I can't-
invisible.
I can't dash. That's all my movement.
Oh.
Wait, what'd you use your bonus action on?
I haven't hidden yet. Wait, can I bonus?
You get bonus action dash.
Yeah, I might as well.
Disappear to the non-misty area.
And then I'm gonna jump down here.
Oh, I thought you were
Not so fast. Faust is going to get an opportunity
No, it's
attack.
not because I have the.
Oh, fucking son of a bitch.
What's it called?
Mobile feet.
Well, no, not the mobile feet. The
It is the...
evasion.
That's not evasion.
No,
No.
It's the mobile.
it's mobile feet.
Is it the mobile feet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything else on your turn?
Oh, yeah, right there. Nope.
Okay.
All I can do. Okay, and on that note, I'm gonna use
Kairi, it's your turn.
Go piss, girl.
Thank you for your.
Is Faust visible right now?
Yes.
Okay. What do I want to do? I will cast Scorching Ray on Faust.
Okay.
That is a 19, a 22, and 24.
19 misses, the other two hit.
Where's my wait, sorry. First hit is a 10 fire damage.
Okay.
Second hit is 11 fire damage.
Got it.
And then I heal a little bit off of that spell cast.
I assume you also stand up from being
Yeah.
prone?
And then
Did you pass off the shield too?
is that the start of your turn?
Oh,
You
it's
you
just-
decide who it goes to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I will bonus action dodge.
Okay.
That's it.
Whose turn is it? Nimbus!
Call lightning on Faust.
Damn!
I guess I don't even need to, but I could just normal attack him.
That's a save.
Okay, fuck you, shillelagh attack.
Well, he still takes half damage.
Yeah, he still takes half damage.
Oh, okay, so he still takes.
Yeah, it's not a save.
Half
so.
of-
Oh wait, he's not apologize anymore, is he?
He still takes half of 5d10.
He's yeah. There's an extra d10. Come on, big roll.
Let's see, we got 8. That's 9, 17, 25, 29,
That was a big in.
38.
Okay, so that's total of 19.
Thank you. I'm just gonna leave
Plus
that there.
shillelagh.
That is a 29 to hit. So, and then wait, what round is this? Where's my?
This is round 3.
So I get. Plus 3 to damage. So that is. Where's my d8? There it is. 8 plus 8, 16 plus 3 is 21.
Okay. 21. Scheisse.
21,
Things are heating up.
Reformation turn.
5.
No, it's Faust. Oh, it is a reformation turn. Perfect. Perfect.
Does the whole thing reform?
Yes. And that's not all. It's also going to do the thing.
Uh-oh. The thing. You never like when it does a thing.
As it reforms, Kenji's going to use Hour of Reaping.
Oh, fuck.
That's going to be everybody but Nimbus, I believe. Oh, just
10.
these two, actually.
Or wait. So, 5, 15, 20. No, it gets,
Everybody but Nimbus, then. That's going to be a Wisdom 18.
I'm the whiz one though.
I'm gonna spend Indomitable. It's still gonna fail.
12.
You're frightened of it. You are frightened of it until the end of its next turn. And we'll see what...
I used Indomitable to go from a 7
He's
to a
good.
6.
Good. Perfect.
A 7 to a 6, bro.
Damn.
That will make it Faust's turn. He's going to fly up. Actually, no. First, he's going to cast Temporal Mire on you. That's single target slow. That should
Bitch.
be... What kind of save is this? Wisdom 20.
You're so fine. You're so fine.
I do have a plus 10. Yep, 21.
Okay.
Easy.
He's going to fly just barely up so that he's still in your attack range.
For me,
Yes.
with reach.
With reach. So he's 10 feet up. And then he's going to target Alistair with Time Thief.
Wait,
Also,
Is that... He doesn't have multi-attack, does he?
Multi
no, so
spells.
he's taking his only attack.
Oh, no.
Two things. When the dragon used Hour of Reaping, it went totally opaque and black. So you don't know which head is which now. On top of being frightened.
Here.
Would you roll a wisdom save for him?
Sure.
Sorry, it's charisma, actually.
Charisma? What's his charisma bonus? Save bonus?
Is Rizma.
That's a 14.
That's Phil.
Okay.
He's giving the other attack to one of the dragon heads. Okay. It's Five's turn. don't know which head this is, but you will know by its actions if you're paying attention. 5 head is going to cast a spell.
Oh. You know what? It's a better one to have its action. You know what?
It's going to be Thunder Wave. I need you and you to make con saves.
You're fine. I'm not.
Pass. Whatever it is.
I fail.
Okay, so you take half of the damage, 25, being actually no damage after Heavy Armor Master,
Hell yeah.
and
How much do I take?
5.
5? Okay.
Wait, not 5, 4. But you are knocked back 10 feet and knocked prone. While being frightened.
Oh.
Yep.
25 is your turn.
Alright, I'll take the shield back
Back. You piece of shit.
and give it to Nimbus. In fact, I can't leave it on you. It has to move targets. That's the whole thing. Otherwise, I would gladly leave it on you.
You are still frightened
You're the
until
worst.
the start of the torso's turn.
And you should give it to the guy who's failing all the saves.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, actually,
Just-
no. Give it to him next round. That way he can get it when he gets his attack back.
Okay. I'm gonna swing on number 5 3 times at disadvantage.
Phenomenal.
Miss.
You have lost your ability to attack.
What?
Hit.
Pause. Roll damage for that. So what happened was you passed a save, which Robert rolled for you, for being frightened, and then you failed a save against Time Thief, which takes one of your attacks and uses it to somebody else.
Ah, man.
But you only have one attack, so now you
Oh, that's fine. I wasn't gonna attack this thing.
can do anything else, but you just can't attack.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
13.
13 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Make a con save. It's casting Thunderous Rebuke.
Pass.
Okay, you take half damage, which is 4 after him.
Okay. And then I will have. I'm gonna roll Black Blood. Actually, use this for once in my
Is
life.
that on attacks?
Anytime you take damage in melee range.
God damn it.
So first it takes 2 necrotic damage.
Got it.
And durability dice is if I roll a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Second or third attack, since the first one missed, is also a miss with a natural 20 and a 2.
That's disappointing.
It is very
Sad.
disappointing. And that's my turn.
Alright, top of the round. Alistair, it is your turn.
Which one activated which one activated frightened?
The
5.
torso.
The torso.
Oh.
The
Okay.
torso did outward breathing.
Okay.
5 cast Thunderwave.
I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna use my main action to pop a health potion.
Wow. Slurp it up.
Slorp, slorp, slorp.
So that's 2d8s.
Gotta drink.
Do you repeat the same against Time Thief?
This is kind of poopy garbage. That's fine.
Yeah, you repeat the same against Time Thief.
Hope you're good at charisma.
So at the end of your turn, make a Charisma 20 save.
The DC is 20.
Now cast a spell.
Oh god.
What's the golden dragon's DC? Or not, sorry, the silver dragon's.
18.
No, I uber failed that attack.
Alright, so you still do not have an attack. What was your bonus action?
Oh, I'm gonna hide.
Okay. Smart idea because
Man, that's fucking.
of Guiding Bolt. No one has attacked you yet, so whoever attacks you next still will have advantage. So hiding is very smart.
Yeah. Alright, 22.
Very good. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
6 is going to move forward.
Oh, don't attack me up, bro. No, you little baby. No. Stop, no.
We're gonna do.
I'm just saying in front of it like this is your sister, bro.
The golden
We're not done
dragon.
yet. We're not done yet. First, it's a whirlwind attack.
Oh.
The golden dragon's gonna destroy me.
That's a miss against 25, but a hit against Kairi for a total of 16 bludgeoning damage.
It
And
does
then-
take 4 fire recoil damage.
Okay. Making use of the Time Thief attack, we're gonna do a shifting shadow throw. against 25.
Fuck. Oh, you're... Okay, what? How much damage did I take again? Sorry.
16.
16? Okay.
So 25, you have to do a thing. Let me pull up the stat block. Contested grapple.
Okay. 31.
High roller, baby, high roller. 26. So, you just take the damage, I think. Okay, I had to get a hit. Yeah, okay, sorry. We're keeping that grapple roll, but I'm still going to use the attack roll first. Okay, so you still take damage, but you're not thrown. 13 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
That is not hammed. Kairi.
I am in defensive stance.
Yeah, I know that's
Okay.
Okay.
I have been this whole fight. No, not since. Not
Yeah.
for me.
Stillness of mind. Get up.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay, yeah, for that.
How hurt are you?
I'm at 81.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. I wanted to quicken a fireball.
Fireball. Are you including?
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I asked.
Okay. Fail. Fail. Critical fail.
Con
Fail.
Dex save.
Dex save.
Okay.
Still a 19. Is that a pass?
Yeah, it's fast.
Oh, thank God.
Those get rolled.
Kairi doing what she does, burning shit.
Kairi when she gets fire.
She lit me on fire.
Fireball.
Okay, that's 30 fire damage. Have to 15 against you. Have to 15 against all of them, and then have to 8 against all of the fast.
Half?
Well, because it halves against the natural.
Oh,
AoE.
right. Sorry.
Yeah, but you still take 15.
I knew that.
I'm
Silverhead
at
is
69 now.
Silverhead is gone. Goldenhead is heavily damaged.
I
Torso
know, I
and
am.
tail take
That's all
damage.
I said.
That's what I
Kenji himself
heard.
also takes
That's
damage.
what I heard.
Okay.
Okay, I heal a bit off that, but I'm running low on shit to use.
Kairi stands up like using 25 numbers. Just like, you're good, right?
How are you feeling, buddy? I'm alright. Why do you ask? No reason.
It's the cartoon where it's like the black ash like across the nose.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
that's all I can do.
Alright.
thanks,
Yeah, I'm not running. I can't move away.
25.
thanks, Kairi.
The tail is going to swing around and hit you with a guiding strike.
Uh-oh, that is flanking.
Yes.
That's
Deflected.
That's a hit.
Aw.
Okay, so you take...
deflect anyways.
Initially, you take 11 piercing damage,
Okay.
but you are marked, so the next attack against you has advantage and will deal 3d6 radiant.
At least it's not vulnerable.
Nimbus, it's your turn.
I would like to cast Call Lightning.
On
Ping pong.
the golden head in the torso?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yay, I'm not being friendly fire.
It's a pass from the head, and
You
a fail
should
from
hit
the
it with
torso.
friendly fire, actually.
What?
You should hit it with friendly fire.
Only if
What
you
do
could
I
hit all
got?
3.
7,
Why do I gotta play around you, anyways?
17, 18,
I'd like to use my black blood
26,
on you.
34.
Perfect. Okay. Golden head is extremely damaged, but is still active. Torso failed. And Kenji's exposed now.
The bulging Kenji. Dum, dum.
Anything else, Nimbus?
Shillelagh attack, Faust.
He's still within range.
It's time to concentration.
Yes,
Okay.
Does 21 hit?
it does. Full damage.
Come on, let's get Alistair's attack
Where's my
back.
D8? I always lose it.
What other spells does Faust have available to him?
4,
Remember when you said Faust wasn't the threat?
17.
He really is not. 17? Okay.
Oh no, this 2v2 is...
That's a natural 20 on the save,
2v1
but he
and
is
2v1.
bloody.
Honestly, Robert, it's not a 2v1.
What
It's a
save?
2v4.
Concentration.
Oh.
Anything else, Nimbus?
No, that's all my actions. Unless I want to move, but I don't. I want to keep Faust
Okay.
in range.
Torso is going to resummon all appendages at the start of his next turn. It's Faust's turn.
Are me and Kairi still frightened?
No,
Oh,
that ended on its turn.
okay.
So just now.
Faust is going to attempt to use Issue Challenge on Nimbus and the torso. Are you
No.
accepting? Or
Just me. Well, does that include Kenji in it?
it includes, yeah, Kenji and the torso is technically the same.
Okay, okay.
Are you accepting?
Issue challenge is doing initiative, right?
Yes. So I've also adjusted the spell very slightly. What happens is that on each of your turns, you will roll doing initiative and you both act as him.
But that would mean you would get another turn, basically.
But the one change I did make is that issue challenge adds initiative bonuses to the ally of the caster. They're very low, it's +3 at this level, but
So it's just me versus the torso, right?
yeah. If you
And we
refuse,
can't
you have to
interfere.
pass a wisdom save.
Does that mean outside people can't interfere with it then?
No, you can't.
Oh, we can.
They just both get
Oh,
turns.
yeah.
You both get extra turns.
You know what? Sure, whatever. I'll do it.
But there's a chance that you're accepting.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Well, the torso would have the same amount of turns. Nimbus would just get another turn.
No, the torso gets another turn and Nimbus gets another turn. So on each of their initiatives, they both roll a dueling initiative.
Oh, okay.
But the way I changed the spell, now the torso gets initiative bonuses.
Yeah.
So it's more beneficial to cast it because it makes your champion more likely to beat them out on initiative. So
Gotcha.
the spell does is essentially let the enemy move twice, but you get to move first each time.
What class is this spell?
Cog.
Cog.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a cog spell, or it's available to. Oh no, it's just a cog spell.
It's like I want Carter to get this spell.
If Carter gets a cog, he can.
I need that shit to see then.
Faust
You
was
have
also
yours.
going to
I'll just get
cast
another one. I don't know
another
from where.
spell. Yeah, Faust is going to cast
From Faust,
Soul
obviously.
Drain on you, 25.
Oh god damn it.
So that is going to be a saving throw of some kind.
It's wisdom. Or no, it's charisma. Sorry.
Yeah, Charisma 20
That is a natural 19.
plus
0.
half of your holodice are gone.
Is that? Oh, it rounds up too. -7.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, it is number 5's turn, who is gone. 25, it's your turn.
So I'm gonna have to go mark off half my hollow dice.
Oh, hold on. 20. Nimbus and. Oh, they're gonna move 4 times around each other. Okay, that's gonna be awkward. It'll be fine. Someone's gonna get 2 turns in a row. Potentially. It's your turn, 25.
I'm gonna punch Kenji 3 times.
Alright, roll a hit, roll a hit, roll a hit.
I'm gonna use the Venom Ring on all 3 of them.
Shit!
Does that do poison damage?
Yep.
But it's halved against him.
Yep.
But Kenji's immune to poison.
Poison damage?
Yeah.
Oh. Then no, I'm not gonna do that.
Rats.
I thought he was immune to the condition, not
No,
the damage.
All poison damage and condition.
Okay, well,
Him
It's up to
and,
me
him
what
and
you
Nimbus are
fucking
pure,
stupid.
pure of
Alright,
heart,
hit.
pure of spirit.
Yeah.
Hit.
Pure of alcohol.
Hit.
It doesn't
All of those
hurt me
were over
anymore.
22.
Alright.
The best time to be an alcoholic is when you can't be.
18 damage,
Got it.
11 damage,
Kenji's bloodied.
and 12 damage.
Top of the round. Alistar!
Can't believe I rolled
Can I
a
still not
19
attack?
with a +0 in charisma.
Yeah, 'cause you failed to save, and Faust passes concentration checks. You still don't get an attack. You can do anything else.
Can he use his action to read the save? Or is that kind of an attack?
You can use your action to struggle against the save, to repeat it. Twice on your turn instead of just once.
I might as well. There's no reason not to.
Or you could do...
You could
You
do
could cast a
utility.
spell or use a potion. That's not an attack.
Well, I don't.
You could like do a flashbang or something, or any of your tools. Do you have, how many tools do you have that aren't
Can I
correct?
chuck a flashbang at Faust?
Absolutely! Just keep in mind that your friend Nimbus may or may not be within range.
Can I tell her to close her eyes?
Yeah.
Hey Nimbus, close your eyes for half a second.
I mean, Faust can also hear you though, can he not?
Yeah, but the way that we rule flashbangs is they just don't affect your allies. What kind of save is that?
It's a wisdom. DC 15.
Fail! It's a natural 3.
He's
Plus
not blind.
modifier. It was not a plus modifier, but he's not blind. So he's blind until
Until the end of his next turn.
rats.
And then that's the end of my turn. Or
Drac.
actually, I'm
Would you
gonna.
like to rehide?
I'm still hidden.
You
am
threw a
I not?
flashbang.
Oh.
A flashbang spawned from your position. And
Yeah.
I think you have 2 rounds of invisibility left.
I'm gonna hide up here.
Okay.
oh,
I have a quick question.
Oh, that's a
What's up?
natural one to hide. It's a
I have a troll blood potion. Is that the one that regains hit dice?
Yes, but it also does poison damage.
Right.
Alright, no, it actually poisons to your immunity condition.
Okay.
I believe it restores 1d4 hollow dice.
Because I have an Ichor potion, which is 2d4 hit dice, and I have a troll's blood potion, but I don't have any note for it.
That's just a 1d4.
Okay.
Hollow dice restored.
Okay.
Plus it poisons you, but you're immune, so.
So they do the same thing, but Ichor's just better.
It is number 6's turn, which is the golden serpent head, if you have not figured that out yet. It is going to attack with a whirlwind attack.
Still has the
Oh,
fucking
sorry. This was supposed to move
extra attack too.
on my turn.
Yes,
Oh,
it still does have extra attack.
You have that until my turn.
Oh, well, do I still need to roll the save? For...
Yes, repeat the save. Actually, that's super important, because if you beat the save, this thing has one less attack.
You have a
God.
+1 from the shield,
That's to AC, is it not?
and
Yes,
to
it is.
safety.
It is? Shit. Okay. Does that push you over to 20?
Oh.
I rolled a 2.
Oh.
I wish I would have had that when I rolled my 19.
Yeah.
I have all saves.
Just needed 1.
That is a critical miss against you, but with advantage from Guiding Strike, that's a natural 19 against you for whirlwind attack.
Okay.
Does that benefit from extended crit?
No.
Good.
I've taken that out because he has to be beatable. That's too much damage output. Plus radiant damage, which you are still actually neutral towards.
Neutral too.
That is a total of 26, not hammed.
Okay. How many attacks was that?
That was one attack.
Okay. And then I'm going to use the black blood
Okay.
again. So he takes 4 more damage.
That's enough. Golden Serpent is dispelled.
Is that reaction or it's just when it's passive?
Anytime you take damage, but it's durability.
I see.
I
Right.
wish that was like just a passive I always had. That'd be great. I've been begging Gabe to give me reflect damage since
And
the
I'm
start
telling
of
you
the
that I
campaign.
won't because it's actionless.
The tail has not been hit yet, right?
No. Actually, it's been damaged by a fireball.
Who could have done that? If I burn Kenji, or if I make Kenji burning, does the torso and other appendages considered burning?
No.
Okay.
Kenji and the Torso are different entities, which is why fireball also hits Kenji.
Okay.
Honestly, I'd fireball again.
It's not enough target.
That's not worth it. You need to get damage on Kenji before your window closes.
Yeah. I'm just going to 4 attacks this.
Alright, roll a hit, roll a hit, roll a hit, roll a hit.
Yeah, there's no way for me to get to a place where I can flank with you, unfortunately. So I just gotta attack her all. Dirty 20, dirty 20, 24, 24.
Alright, I think all those hit.
They should, unless his AC is increased for whatever reason, or he has half cover from the torso. Where's my D10? There it is. That is 20 slashing damage from the first 2 strikes.
Alright.
And
What?
I've been forgetting to activate your guys' curses. That's why this is going so smoothly.
Oops.
17 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I spent the first 20 minutes of today's session huddled in the back corner. I'm enjoying being able to play.
That's fine, it wasn't really that.
And then
Fun of
can
a character,
I
anyway.
burning strike that last one?
Okay. What kind of saves that again?
That is a dex save.
Pass.
It's a good story mechanic.
Yeah.
Absolutely a
Not
good story mechanic.
Fun of the mechanics all the time, though. Okay. It's the tail's turn. The tail is going to guiding strike you again.
Deflected. AC 22. Finally block something.
That has blocked things several
It's
times.
blocked a lot for you.
And that blocked this attack too. That was a 10 plus 11 for 21.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Nimbus!
Nimbus.
Roll initiative turn with the torso.
Oh, the torso gets to regenerate
16.
now! Fuck! It gets to regenerate
20.
so fast!
Nimbus moves first, actually.
Call lightning.
On the torso.
Yeah, of course.
Wunderbar.
It'll be here, so it would also hit the arm. Unless I'm only allowed to damage.
Would it also hit Kenji?
It does hit Kenji, yes. That's a pass. Actually, the torso's not back yet, so it's just Kenji. Both of them
Okay.
passed. So they will be taking quarter damage. because of how multi-tokens work.
I like this multi-token thing.
6, 12.
It reminds me of
20,
Salamandra.
21.
I
rolled
perfected
shit.
how it works though.
Yeah.
I'm loving how this is working.
How
It's
much was
fucking me up,
21,
but
so
I'm loving
quarters,
it.
what, 5?
that? 6.
Round
Yeah,
up.
last campaign, Sirius had the unfortunate run-in of fighting a multi-token monster by himself.
Ooh.
And he did lose,
Kenji's at death's door.
but
I at
Right.
least have Kairi helping me.
Now the torso
Vice
regenerates.
versa.
And with its action, the torso is going to enter.
Wait, I didn't say my turn was over, did I?
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Rabbit Hop,
That's your bonus action.
and then, yeah, I'm just getting closer.
Okay. Now the torso finishes regenerating. With its action, it's going to enter a stance, which is going to be not the. It's
just
gonna
not flowing river. Not flowing.
It's going to be Heart of Blooming Flower,
Okay.
which is an advantage on saves.
And it looks it.
All right. It is the torso, sir.
Right.
So roll initiative again, Nimbus. We're dueling again. That's it.
13.
15. Okay. The torso is going to use Hour of Reaping once more. So
That's everyone.
that is, yes. Everyone needs to make a Wisdom save DC 18.
Please.
Passed. Finally.
Pass.
Yes.
Roll Wisdom save DC 18.
Wait. Wait, what's the DC?
18.
I passed.
There you go. +1.
I have a plus. Yeah, and I
Oh,
have a
yeah,
shield,
nice.
so it's +1. But my wisdom's a +0, so I would have passed anyway.
Oh,
I rolled
nice.
19.
You already know what this thing is. You already know how to defeat it. You're not frightened of it anymore. The only thing you're scared of now is losing this opportunity. Nimbus, it's your turn.
Kill him.
Call lightning.
It's an amazing spell for this exact
Okay.
purpose. It's so
where
good.
are you centering it? Which 2 targets do you want to hit?
Which one's
The
the...
technique head.
Yeah, golden head. Is that this one?
They're all black because of Hour
Oh.
of Reaping, so you don't know which ones
I
they
believe
are.
it's 6.
The tail has not regenerated its health though.
7 is the tail.
7 was the tail, so just take out the tail, because
Okay.
that's a guaranteed kill.
5
Okay.
was the spell casting
Let's just do
before.
torso and tail then.
Okay, tail failed, torso passed.
Bitch
Thank
ass.
God for Heart of the Blooming Flower.
Please, sir, can I have a dice?
Please, sir, but I have a little more.
11, 13, 18, 19. Now I'm rolling shit.
Tail is gone, torso is damaged.
I think, what, 5 to 2 or so? Still damage.
Yes. Anything else, Nimbus?
Yo, Jeff.
I don't.
Faust when he
Is
folds
it
his
worth
Kenji.
getting into the fray? I can use reach from here, right?
Yes.
Reach.
You're within melee range, too.
Hmm.
5 foot. You're in range, just attack it. Yeah.
Would I still be in range here then?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, then I would rather be farther out of his range.
You're hitting the torso, I presume?
Yeah,
Alright.
that's 18.
That's a hit. I think the torso has a low AC.
Where's my?
It's Flugy?
Yeah, I'm referring to Cole.
Jeff's back.
Because Cole was just like...
15.
Alright.
I didn't do the low jack thing.
That makes it Faust's turn. Faust is going to drop a slow on you 3.
Bitch ass.
That's going to be a wisdom DC 20 from you 3.
Super pass.
Indomitable.
Fail.
Pass. Because of Indomitable. It actually
You are
it
slowed?
actually worked this
Okay.
time. Dear God, it actually worked this time.
Faust is running out of spells here.
Good.
Faust is going to
I'm running out of everything.
haste the Silverhead.
Cole,
Then he's retreating back into the
I was
mist.
only see this image of what
Alright.
I see your deck looks like.
It is 5's turn.
I've seen that before. That's fucking terrible. I hate that so much. That makes my soul hurt.
Yep.
Okay. 5 is the Silverhead. It's going to cast 2 spells thanks to haste.
Is it going to cast more than Guiding Bolt?
let's see. What spells do we have here? Oh! Okay, so first, we're going to use Serpent's Wrath again. That's a Dex 18 save from you three.
I do have -2 on this because it's slow.
Wait, what save was it?
Dex 18.
Oh, yeah, no.
Damn, what'd you roll, man?
I rolled an 18.
Damn.
+1. Sorry, +2.
You're on fire with saves. You said wisdom or dex?
Dex.
I'm on fire with some saves. I've used both Indomitables as well.
So-
I'm out of shit.
20. Oh, yeah, I have -2 from slow, so it's actually a 19.
So you all pass.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay, you take half damage, which adds up to 7 radiant. And then with its haste action, it's going to cast Luminous Bolts. This is a scorching ray, but with radiant damage and a neat secondary effect. We're going to target Nimbus with 2 bolts and 25 with 1 of them. That's a hit on Nimbus for both. Then it gets 25. That's a disadvantage. That's a miss.
Nice.
So because both bolts hit you, Nimbus, you are blinded until the end of your next turn. You also took a total of 17 radiant damage. Roll concentration.
I think we're gonna lose this fight, guys.
25 is your
8 for concentration.
That's a fail. Call lightning is down.
You want to cast it again?
Exactly.
Yeah, I higher level this time.
So, can I drinking a potion as a bonus action gives you the full benefit?
Drinking a potion any bonus action gives you half healing.
Half
So for you,
heal.
that's a quarter.
Okay, but if I'm wanting to do one of the Troll's Blood for hit dice, would that also be halved?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll say half the hollow dice.
I just double Troll's Blood full action, then the other smaller one bonus action. Just restore as much hit dice as you can and try and face tank it.
It's a full action, it's not an attack sub action. Alright, I'm gonna use my action to drink the Ichor potion, which is the bigger one.
So that's 2d4.
Yep.
Hollow dice back. And what's the bonus action?
That is pathetic. I rolled
Oh,
2
shit.
1s. I rolled
Yeah.
2 1s. I do have 2 of each of these, but I don't want to use all of them right now.
What's the bonus action?
He's gonna
You
soul
are
drain
not
you.
attacked, so your bonus action is only available for
Yeah,
support.
don't think I have.
I think you just take another. You that's the smaller one down. Do you have second wind?
Yeah, but that's not worth it right now. Yeah, nope, that's it. That's all I got.
You got potions you can drink. Listen, doing something on your bonus action is better than doing nothing.
Yeah. Okay, I'll drink just a normal potion.
A normal what potion?
A level 2.
Level 2 healing?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
That will be a quarter health regain.
yep. Okay, so I get 4 HP.
Not so fast. 4 HP regained, but that well water you drank earlier activates now. You regain 1 superiority die as well.
Oh, sick. No hit dice bonus?
No.
I can't believe I rolled 2 fucking 1s.
Top of the round, Alistair. You got 1 round.
That was
of
my
invisibility
action.
left. Things have to end soon.
It can
Have
take.
your attack back.
No, I don't.
I should have just attacked. I will lose both of those in faster than I spent that turn.
Torso HP is at around 20, so attacking might have been a smart idea. But it's too late now.
Fuck, dude, I can't do anything. I can't attack. I'll just drink the other healing potion I have.
You can take the help action. It's on advantage.
Who goes next after me?
Me.
Kairi.
Or actually, why don't you struggle against the save? As with your action. So you can take away an action from the serpent head, and then you can also.
Oh, who did you move that to?
Oh, it'd go back to you.
Alright, bonus action, anything?
I'm still hidden. There's nothing I can really do with my bonus action.
Alright, repeat save at the end of your turn. With advantage.
You say with
Yeah, I'm
advantage?
giving you advantage out of pity.
It's fine. We were meant to lose this fight.
What kind of save is it? Charisma?
Charisma.
That's a 16.
We were meant to lose this fight. It's okay. It's for the plot, guys.
You need like a flash of genius or a guidance or a fucking.
Call
I
lightning,
needed
call
to
lightning,
not
call
roll
lightning!
ones. I
Call
could have
lightning,
gotten
level 7.
8. I could have been back to full hollow dice.
Golden Serpent Head is going to use Whirlwind Attack.
You man.
That's a miss! And then... What technique do I want to use? We're
The
gonna
suck
use...
my balls technique.
We're gonna attack 25 with a Hellion Headbutt. So if this hits, that would be a Dex 18. That's a miss! Jesus!
Bro is whipping.
No, it's that stupid +1 to his AC.
Bro is still whipping.
Kairi, it's your turn.
It's making up for the hill and ice, kind of.
Okay.
Got Time Thief, can't even use that extra attack for any bullshit. Fuck me.
I don't know. You've nerfed him so much.
I did not expect him to fail his save 6 times.
There's a wall. Okay, yeah, let's try this. I'm going to run up along the side of the wall. Like, you said this is 15 feet up, right?
Yeah, but
That-
are you leaving someone's opportunity?
No,
right?
I'm specifically not.
Okay.
I'm going to just stay within this melee range here and come back down on this side. Can I Agonizer the Scorcher in this line here?
Yes, you
And
can.
that'll hit all 3 of them?
If that hits all 3, then that's going to hit your allies, too. There's no way you can include this one in the angle that doesn't brush up against. Now, if you were, like, on the wall here, then that's doable.
Can I attack from that, do that from that
Yeah,
position?
so then we'll
Okay.
put you here,
Okay.
just for bookkeeping purposes. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. What kind of...
Dex
Save.
save, I believe. Let me double check that.
That's a critical success from the Silverhead and a fail for everybody else.
Okay. And according to your change, that they are now all burning. As well.
Yes! Well, except for the Silverhead who passed.
Yeah. Oh, this is a D8 for damage, not a D6. Cool. Okay, that is 25 fire damage to each of them. So halved and halved. So 13 to the ones who
That's right.
failed, and then
Go ahead.
7 to the one who passed.
Torso is nearly destroyed. Silverhead is heavily damaged.
Yep. And then Golden and Torso are burning.
Yes. Anything else, Kairi?
Bonus action, attack the Torso.
Perfect.
I'm flanking.
Yes.
That is a very high number. That's like a 30.
What damage?
That is 10 bludgeoning damage.
Kenji's revealed. Okay. Anything else, Kairi?
No, that's it.
Nimbus, we are dueling.
I can't see though.
That doesn't matter.
I
Oh,
know,
it's gonna
not for
fucking
initiative.
regenerate instantly.
10.
21. Okay. It's going to use its turn to attempt to regenerate itself. It is now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna blindly attack twice.
Alright, are you attacking...
Front of me. That's where it would have been.
You
my
can
last
choose between Kenji or the Silverhead.
time. Well, it's Silverhead.
Okay, so it's 2 attacks at disadvantage. At the end of this turn, you will no longer be blind. So if you get a comeback turn...
I do have to say, Gabe, hitting my hollow
So
dice
that-
before
oh, wait,
all of my
disadvantage.
HP, I feel so exposed.
That's what Soul Drain is
I
for.
hate
21.
it so much. I hate
Two
it
21s.
so much.
21s?
Yep.
The hit?
Yeah.
Roll damage.
I feel so weak and exposed and in so much danger.
Either.
It's just a threat, really. How much HP do you have still?
40, 38.
It's so fine.
You're so fine.
Still, I hate it.
32.
Damn!
I've never gone below
Clear the
2
way.
hollow dice.
Alright, Nimbus, you have to win this duel.
It's gonna regenerate the head.
9.
24. Call lightning!
Call lightning! Okay.
Should I upcast it?
Yeah.
There is nowhere. So are
How, should I go all the way? Like, should I just do level 7?
Yeah.
Oh, like-
you? Okay, hold on. Are you just hitting Kenji or are you hitting the gold head too? Because
I would hit the homies too.
Yeah.
If I
You hit the homies.
I have evasion. Hit me. I'll
Who else though wouldn't that be? Wait, that's you.
it'd
And
be
that's
Kairi and Golden
just do
Head.
this square here. 'Cause
Okay.
I have evasion. I can
okay. Fine. Level 7, call lightning centered there.
Heart of the blooming flower,
So that's what,
please.
9?
Well,
I need
yeah.
a clutch of
5,
bridge
6,
save.
7, 8, 9. That's 9. 90, 10.
Fuck, that's 2 4s! Okay.
Who?
What's your DC?
My DC is, I think it's 19.
Alright.
Adios.
How many damage dice is this?
This is 9.
Well,
1, 2,
9!
5, 6, 7, 8. 9.
I think. Okay. You have to roll 3 2s, and then you'll have this in the bag.
I see 2 2s.
2, 2, 6. So it's 10, 16,
Should have just started with the
25.
max level.
29, 32,
Yeah, probably.
37, 42. I actually didn't do too hot.
It's 3 under half. Or 3 under average.
How are you doing there, Kairi?
So how much total did you just do?
I don't know what did I do?
42. 3 under average.
How are you doing there, Kairi?
I am still fine actually.
Okay.
You take half.
How do you want to do this, Nimbus?
It's like the blindness goes away, and I'm like, we are calling, like, it is just one giant bolt, and it's like,
You also won.
little explosion.
You won the initiative duel too, so you got increased time flow during that space. So in one crowning achievement, your blindness clears, time begins to move faster around you, and a giant, brilliant white lightning bolt comes down and slashes Kenji in front of you. He is blackened and unconscious.
Nimbus said, we're done.
It's over.
We're done here.
Faust steps out.
Call lightning, Faust!
Not anymore! Faust steps out of the mist, narrows his eyes, and says, "This isn't over." He teleports away.
He's such a bitch ass.
Nimbus really said, I'm fucking sick of your shit.
I should, if I was out of the duel, I should have just level 7 lightning Faust out of the sky.
Issue challenge is such a fun spell because it's not very beneficial, but it's so swingy and fun.
You almost should have started with just the 7th level call lightning.
Well,
Just
then you would have lost the concentration on it.
Yeah.
It would've-
But that
so.
she would have had approximately 4 more turns of 90-10 lightning damage.
Yeah.
Alright. When Faust disappears, the spirits fade. The golden one stays behind and then dissipates.
Wait, does he leave
slightly
Kenji there
slower.
too?
He does. You got one last look at him before he disappeared. He was weighing his options carefully. You don't think he wanted to spend another time stop here. He's got plans elsewhere.
You said like the tattoos they were falling off of Kenji.
They were like flaky
Okay.
into the dragon spirit, yeah.
What's his besides being black and bruised and burned? How does his actual condition look?
He looks black and bruised and burnt.
Okay.
That
Charred.
curse mark that had been on overdrive when he was in that is now like burnt a permanent scar into his shoulder.
Okay.
Other than that, his eyes aren't glowing anymore, and his breath has slowed to a calmer pace.
Do me and Kairi still have the marks? The curse marks?
Yes, you do.
Should we stabilize him?
You're all also heavily saturated with well water, which is another thing that can be dealt with later.
I
Want to
just
stabilize him?
go
Should
for
we?
it.
Will we just start attacking us as soon as he gets up?
I don't know. We should.
We
I
tie him
don't-
up.
Yeah, we should restrain
You
him.
can stabilize him without making him wake up.
Yeah. I didn't say I was gonna heal him. Just stabilize him.
Alright. Are you stabilizing him?
Yeah.
I will make you roll. He's stable but still unconscious.
We take a lot of rope and we tie him to one of the poles.
Hold still.
That's sure to give him a good impression.
I just like 25 just like lays down in the rain, just exhausted.
Okay. How do we get him back on our side? He seemed
That's a great question.
The plan was to somehow get him back to Emmy.
I should have level 7 moonbeamed him. That would have gotten him to come to our side.
Do it now. Do it now.
It's not too late.
Level 6 moonbeam.
Becomes dust.
I don't know if we should wake him up yet, or if we should give it a minute.
He's not gonna be very like happy no matter what. Like there's no. I don't think there's any point in letting him stay conscious longer, but I'm also fine with not bringing him back. But we should probably get going regardless. Like, do we just time up and take him with us?
I think.
I don't know how much time we have.
Oh, we're not able to carry him with Windwalk, are we?
No.
Her Windwalk slot is gone, so it's not even an option.
No, she has two. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, I use
Don't
level
worry, I
7 too.
checked.
If anything, we need to short rest. I don't think this would be the worst place to do it.
The mage storm brews overhead. The well, now pitifully wounded, lets a slow trickle through the trench underneath your feet.
Whoa.
Now that your adrenaline clears, you see that this sacred place has been obliterated.
Well, do you think? Can I insight check? Will this attract that one monster that was roaming around?
You can roll insider nature.
13.
You would bet for sure that if it wasn't the loud sound in the mage storm, the stink of magic that has saturated your clothes definitely would.
I think we need to find someplace to hide or
Yeah.
shelter.
We also need to
Or-
somehow try to clean ourselves.
Wipe away the magic.
Yeah. Do I know of any, like, caves or old buildings around here?
There's that city down the mountain trail on the opposite side of the island, away from the mainland.
We're gonna walk backwards into Faust traps.
Other than that, this place is pretty famously barren.
We don't have any other ways down.
No, that wouldn't work.
We could try to make our way back into the city
Well-
and try to rest, or, like, make shelter in one of the buildings.
Well, you could find some way down the mountain.
We could
I'm sure you guys are clever.
we could polymorph and just have her take Kenji to Nimbus, or not to Nimbus, to Emmy.
True.
Eagle form, sorry guys.
You could eagle form
Adios.
one of us too. We could carry all of us to fly back down.
No, she can only polymorph it, and she can only have 2 eagles at a time if she has a wild shape, but she does not have one.
Yeah,
Right?
wild shape.
Oh.
I use both of them.
Short rest would fix that. I don't know if we have an hour though.
I guess for now we should try to. How far away is the city down the mountain? Did we see? Could we see it from where we were, or was
Previously you could, now you cannot.
did we get a good estimate of how long we'll walk?
By walk?
Yeah.
Hard to say. At least a couple of hours.
I think at the very least we should get away from this place.
Yeah.
So we should probably start walking and then figure out if we can come up with anything else. Do it on the way down.
I'll just like grab and just like set him on my shoulder.
Still tied up.
I'll bind his hands, not his feet.
Okay. On his feet? The martial artist?
I want
Bro can kill you with just his feet.
No, I know. I want him to trust us somewhat and be willing to
Okay.
hear us out. And I think if he's completely bound, there's no chance of that.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you disagree? I'm willing to be outvoted here. Do you think I should bind his feet too?
I think it'd always be better if we bound his feet and not his hands.
Okay.
Because
What?
that way he can't run.
Bro can still walk on his hands.
You can also untie his binds.
Okay.
Just
I gotta tie his fucking feet. Yeah.
just tie his hands.
I guess my logic is if his feet are unbound, he's way faster than any of us.
True.
I will become a fucking eagle and chase him down. Or already be a fucking eagle. Oh my god, it's Venom blood.
Oh my god, it's stinky.
Whoa.
Yo, it's Mr. Disneyland.
Mr. Disney himself. Walt?
Walt!
Walt.
Walt.
What's the
Okay. Okay.
What's the playing game?
Let's just take him to Emmy. I think that's...
I'm gonna bind his.
That's the route of travel.
I'm gonna bind his hands, and we're gonna start making our way down the hill.
Not his feet?
No,
Are we walking or are we flying?
we're walking.
We're walking.
Well, I could fly and hold on to him.
That also works.
Have him dangling.
I'm holding him by the feet.
Yeah, have him dangling upside down.
No. Carry him by the shoulders. If you want to fly, go for it.
So we walk.
If only you had Zone of Truth.
I know, I was thinking that. I was like, man, one of those times the Zone of Truth would have been so pog.
Oaken with it? Maybe?
I have to go on campus today, remember?
Bummer.
Are you gonna
We'll
go
see
to the
when I get
library and do classwork?
They needed the group for some stupid bullshit that... It's a long story, I don't want to talk about.
Don't do it.
I have a thing to do tonight on.
We can watch
That
the DJHS
pseudo-comp.
later. I'll probably be back in time for that. What do you think,
Oh,
Yeah?
yeah.
Okay. So we're walking down the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
The sound of the mage storm begins to fade a little now that you're not at the epicenter, but it's getting larger. That's probably not good.
It's fine. It's not like the world's gonna end.
Does it? Oh wait, no, Kairi wasn't there. Oh no, she was there. It does. Is Kairi reminded of the storm that was around when Silas had the cog?
It's very similar, yes.
That's kind of what I was picturing. I feel like this is a very quiet walk, as far as like
We're all
talking
exhausted.
wise. Yeah.
You walk down the mountain until you run across the spring that you had seen from the mountain. It
Just realized
bends
that Ichor
off the
Potion was
path.
even more useless.
Hmm?
Just realized that Ichor Potion was even more useless. Since I didn't have another action in combat.
We'll see.
In
Yeah,
that
monster
combat.
finds us.
In that combat.
The spring kind of goes off the side of the path on the mountain trail. You can continue going down, or you can stop by the spring.
Let's check out the spring.
Sure. See if there's anything useful or cover or anything like that.
You walk on the mountain path towards the spring, which is kind of secluded amidst some high walls of the mountainsides and canyon sort of structure. The sort of sparse and dry brush that has been kind of springing up here and there lushes a little more.
An oasis.
Smell of sulfur reaches your noses, just barely detectable beneath the stink of magic, which is a sort of sharp medicine tinge to it. There's a couple of shallow pools nearby with steam rising out of them.
I'm gonna set Kenji down and go lay in front of him. Try to wash some of the magic off of myself, while also enjoying the warm water.
You relax, first of all. It's very relaxing. You wash most of the water off you, sticky and viscous, almost oily as it is, but you can't get rid of the stench.
I can't smell.
You can't get rid of the stench, you smell. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm just like laying on my back. Just
I'm just gonna. Nah, if you can't get rid of the stench, there's no way I can either.
Do you at least want to wash yourself off?
Yeah, but I can do that in the rain.
I mean, fair enough. What about you two? Nimbus, Alistair?
No, I think Nimbus is kind of out of it and just zoned.
The instant, like, it's over, Alistair just, like, sits down and lays back and just lets the rain fall on his face for a little bit. He's, this is rough. This is a rough one.
Do we have any way to contact the other group? No sending spells, none?
I have a box block, but I don't know.
You get one sending spell per box block. Loop. You also have a neat little tool that can show you just about anything you want.
Oh yeah, Yule!
Didn't he say he was tired and done earlier?
I'm not done forever.
We should have put Yule in the Well of Power.
Oh my gosh, he would become so OP.
He becomes so big
So
for us.
OP, not big.
So big for us.
It has been about an hour since the well. You at the well.
Yule, where's everyone else?
Hey there! Oh, you guys aren't looking too hot.
Don't want to talk about it.
Oh, it was look hot.
Well, you want me to find everybody else for you?
Where's their other half?
Sure thing. Roll religion or insight.
23.
Yule shows you somewhere deep and subterranean. The stone is white,
What
the
the
air
heck?
looks sterile, and there's a large white glow coming from somewhere. It appears that the other party is in the ladder chamber. They look fairly beaten up
Ladder to the
and
moon.
damaged, but that central fountain-like structure now has a cog in it, and it seems to be glowing.
Does it look like Tertius does no longer have a dog?
Hard to say.
Our other half is also having a rough go of it.
Do you still have your curse mark from from Tertius?
Yeah.
I suppose he probably still has the cog. If he
Who knows? Do we want to try to rest here?
Well, if they're all the way in Morgul, I don't think we have any chance of getting Kenji there.
By the time the loop ends?
Yeah, we're on opposite sides of the continent. Or not even on the continent.
Jesus.
Not even on the continent. They're on an island that's as far away from us as possible.
He does, in fact, have a point.
What are we gonna do?
It's still day one, right? It's like the end
It
of
is
it.
approaching dawn of the second day.
Do you still have
So
the
the
faint
battle
death
at the
spell?
well took place at midnight,
Okay.
I do still have feign death, yes.
a little past midnight.
Do you want to try the thing you're going to try and do earlier, where you cast Feign Death and
Kill myself?
yeah, it shows Kenji that even if you die, your control over me isn't lifted.
I could, but I'd feel a little bit bad when it's like, see, now that you trust us, I don't have to do this charade.
I'm agreeing. I think we try to make our way down to one of the buildings to take shelter and rest. Do what you people call sleep.
I'm just afraid of First of all, what do you mean by you people? Second of all, I'm just afraid of that creature finding us.
I think the chances are better if we're in town.
Sure.
You get up to leave then?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Kenji's gone.
You continue down the mountain path then. Now that you have another moment of quiet, Nimbus and Kairi, you both notice this, but I will tell Nimbus when she gets to the bathroom. Something had seemed off, even while you were at the well of power, but you hadn't had the brain space to process it yet. And now you've laid your finger on it, since you can actually see the shoreline of the island from this point where you're standing at. The water level of the ocean has gotten significantly lower.
Lower?
Yes. You can see a stretch of line on the shore that's almost like what looks like when the tide goes out, but it's gone out even farther. There's lots of sea life just like scattered about, washed up, some fish even. And sand in that area is uncharacteristically wet and rocky. It had been, up until now, submerged for probably as long as anybody in living memory can remember.
Is there like, does it look like it's still, like the tide is still being actively pulled away?
It's hard to say. The constant motion of the waves back and forth make any sort of grander motion unable to be recognized at such a small time scale. It's hard to say.
How's the moon looking?
You can't see it. Makestorm is blocking out the sky and the horizons.
Okay.
Then you continue walking.
I think my personal guess is activating the ladder caused the tides to recede, but
Mine too.
About another hour passes, and then you happen across the old village, like rock and cobble houses, most reduced to rubble, but you can still see the suggestion of outline where houses used to be. Some walls are still up.
Try to find the most put together building. See if there's anything in it.
Roll a group search check. So perception or investigation. As a group,
16.
that includes you, Alistair.
What am I rolling?
Search, perception or investigation.
Ooh, I like that. That is a 21.
28.
25 from Nimbus.
Okay. You manage to find not any buildings, but strangely an old hollowed out cart, which has sort of been left upside down in a jar next to some rubble that would give you some shelter from the rain. You dug underneath it and you find that in the center, it looks like someone had previously dug out a fire pit and put stones around it, but there's no warmth or any embers. Whenever this happened, it was long ago.
What is the cart made out of? Is it like a?
It's metal trimmed with wood.
Okay, I was trying to figure out the age period of it.
I'm gonna go, like, run my hand through the coals to make sure there's no fucking curse sign.
No curse sign.
Okay.
You think that if your friends had been here earlier, you would still have found active embers even before
Go.
see the curse sign.
Do we want to try to camp here?
Yeah, sure. The shelter seemed to work well enough to be maintained even after this long, anyways.
Yeah.
I'll light the fire.
I'll, like, throw a... do we want to, like, try to close off the entrance
And
with, like, a blanket or something? Like a bedroll?
wouldn't that suffocate us?
I mean, it's not airtight.
Yeah, I guess so. But
I'm just worried that the fire could draw attention to whatever might be around here.
sure, if you want.
I know it's something.
You gotta leave away from the smoke to get out still.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's it.
and I won't.
Alright, Nimbus. So when you were walking up the path, you and Kairi both noticed that the shoreline has been receding. The tide has drawn extremely far out. There's lots of washed up and
It's
dried.
the fucking moon.
And then you all wandered into town, and searching as a group, you found an overturned cart to take shelter under. There's an old fire pit here, but 25 ensured that there was no recent activity or curse marks hidden within it.
Alright, let's camp.
Short rest or long rest?
I think long. It's an hour after dawn.
Okay. I'm fine trying to long rest. I was just I think I would prefer short resting and then trying to quickly get off the mountain, and then we can maybe find a more long resty situation then.
You can do that.
But it's up to you. How beaten do you guys feel?
I mean, short rest gives me everything but health. So, I'm fine with that.
What do you guys think?
Sounds good to me. I mean, I'm not quite bloodied, so like health-wise.
I am. I'm
Hit dice.
good on hit dice. I need the long rest though.
No, I'm saying you can use your hit dice to heal.
Yeah, we're on short rest. Yeah.
Alright, let's short rest then.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to.
Okay. During your short rest, Kenji, you finally awaken. The last thing you remember was 25 having you in a headlock when you fell unconscious.
So he wakes up in the middle of the rest or towards the end?
He wakes up in the middle.
Gold, don't roll those yet. We may not get the benefit of it.
Damn.
Morning, Kenji.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to like. I'm in incredible pain.
Yeah. You do not remember being in this much pain when you passed out either.
I see you guys have already gotten your beating on me while I was out. Attack me more.
Not quite.
So where's Faust? Kill him too?
He ran off.
Actually, he dropped you in the well of power, and you turned into this weird monster thing that beat the shit out of us. And in our fight, we managed to knock you out, and Faust, being the great friend that he is, he decided to leave you and left. We've been slowly trying to make our way down the mountain. And then I'll hand you a health potion. It's like, this is like 25's doing, so the binds are not like even that great.
They're on your wrist, I presume, so you can like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. And then I'll reach over and untie him.
What level potion is that?
A 1.
Alright.
So what happens next? I was the loser and you guys were the winner. So you're either gonna kill me or curse me.
We're not gonna do either. We wanted to have an actual conversation with you without Faust's input.
I'm going to like briefly shoot a look at Kairi. How's she look like?
Pensive and concerned. Totally sincere. No trace of malice or ulterior motives.
You did a number on her too.
You recognize the wounds left behind by burning radiance. You've seen them before. You've inflicted it before. You know what it looks like. All 4 of them have it. Not just Kairi. She has it by far the worst.
So long story short, I guess it's still a long story, as I was trying to tell you earlier, we all left the loop because we didn't have a way to progress forward. So then when Nimbus let out Faust to try to come get the rest of us, he betrayed her. And so with all of us out of the loop and no recollection, we were basically reverted back to what we were before. We have other allies, 2 in particular, that found Nimbus trying to bring the Chosen back in through some other stuff. But one of them, I know you don't remember her name, but Emmy, has a way of returning all of our memories from previous loops. And so our plan was to try to talk to you and see if you would want all of your memories back. The hiccup, though, she's currently on the other side of the continent. And then some.
Can I insight check this?
You may.
Where is Kenji? I believe that is a 26. 24.
As far as you can tell, he appears to be telling the truth as he believes it.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I do need to check a note.
And then continuing,
Do I believe they're at them saying that Faust ran away?
Well, he's not here,
Yeah.
so make what you will of that.
last loop.
You know that they could not have killed him. You do know that.
Last loop, we got Alistair back. I returned, I believe, one before. And Nimbus was the one before that. I don't know if Faust has told you anything, but we have reason to believe the next one is the last one.
Has Faust told me anything?
No. Just that, what would he have told you? He would have told you something. He told you that next loop, it was his plan to attempt to climb the ladder.
We were to climb the ladder in the next loop. That was the plan, at least.
We know where it is.
Why were we up here in the first place? It was to enhance my magical power and to...
Faust was hunting the Odopi, and he was getting you empowered. But the main goal was he wanted to hunt the Odopi because the cage that is still surrounding it is made of metal bar. He was never in a million years going to give up one of his cogs to the ladder. He was attempting to make a lockpick out of metal bar, essentially.
I see.
And the Well of Power was a very convenient
Stop.
stop.
Okay. We were here primarily for the Odopi's cage. The metal bar would have been useful to him.
I struggle to believe that that's not where he ran off to. But, as beaten as we are, we weren't exactly to go try and chase after him.
Is there a, since I did actually walk up this path before, since I have walked up this path before, did I learn anything or just I was tell anything about this town that we're in?
No. You guys just stopped in one of the buildings very briefly for a rest. And he wanted to put something there.
Yeah.
You'll no doubt notice the curse mark, or I guess the scar thereof, on your shoulder. You'll see that your sister and I each have one as well.
She nods.
It has been Faust trying to make us relive dreams, in a sense.
With sudden and intense passion, Kairi grabs you by your shoulders and she says, "Can't you see, Kenji? He's been manipulating you the whole time."
That can't be. Why?
Look me in the eyes and tell me that you really think that Nimbus would be able to cast a spell and manipulate me. Do you really think I'd let myself be caged like that again? I would rather die. I would sooner die than give up my freedom. And I thought the same of you.
God. I've been fighting for the enemy. I've been in the cage.
It all sinks in at once. What have you become? What of your ideals? What of your principles? All of them you threw aside just for a taste of power. The shortcut, the easy route. And was it all worth it? Look at where you are now.
I'll also hand you a silver string if you want to remember at least this loop. The only way we know of so far of getting previous memories back has been at me. If you don't want it, you don't have to take it.
Yeah, I kind of messaged you about one thing real
We'll
quick.
probably run into Emmy before the end of the loop, though, right? Right?
Clueless.
That's the hope. They're in Morgul, which is a little far away.
We've got 2 days.
Assuming
Nothing goes
assuming the
wrong.
best. Yeah, assuming the best. Up yours, woke moralist. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, that's my status.
Thank you, Jordan.
Up yours, woke moralists.
Up yours, woke moralist.
He just sounds so ridiculous saying it.
Okay. Typing something else to me?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's no.
I'll hand it back. I don't need this just yet. Do I know of any way to release or remove a divine spirit from myself?
There is a way.
That's ominous.
A way spoken of in hushed whispers, in taboo circles, things that you were warned never to do, but you still found out about anyway. Do you wish to remember?
Yeah.
A spirit lives in part of your body. Sometimes it's your heart, sometimes it's your head, sometimes it's your arm. All you have to do is sever that piece of yourself permanently. Your golden spirit, true to form as you were in your monster form, lives in your right arm.
I've taken shortcuts to power, and, well, I guess before I even do anything else, I just need to genuinely and absolutely apologize. I've taken shortcuts. I've hurt you. I've hurt all of you. The ones I grew to care about, I'm sure. I let myself be manipulated by a fool dancing around, laughing, manipulating me.
Before you can say anything else, Kairi sweeps you up in a hug. Both of you, I assume, cry into each other's shoulders. And she says, all that matters is that you found your way back. You're here now.
You're right, Kairi. Yesterday no longer matters. What really matters is what we're going to do today. Forget the past. The past is already gone. It's just experiences and growth.
She nods. It only serves to weigh us down.
Unfortunately, your apology is not accepted, as we have all done the same thing to each other. It's been a rough go.
That's an understatement.
So there is no need to apologize.
Well, speaking of actions that need to be done today, can someone unbind my hands real quick?
I already did.
Yeah.
While you weren't looking, I did your buns.
Slide it
Okay.
Or when I handed him the potion and said it very verbally.
I'm not gonna make you look. That would be cartoonish.
I'm going to grab myself by the upper arm and dislocate my own shoulder. What matters is what I do today. I'm going to rip it off.
Do you have the capability to do that?
You dislocate it and you struggle to rip it off, and then Kairi steps in and cuts it for you.
And cauterizing
Instantly
the wound.
cauterizing the wound. You watch as his golden dragon spirit, almost like sickening, like a gas being released, sort of simmers out and then fades away with the smoke.
That strength wasn't mine to begin with.
She shook her head. You didn't have to do that. You could have just not used it.
You also, it would be gone next loop, right? Right?
It wouldn't be.
No.
So do you just not have an arm now?
She says, Kenji, you're always so... You never think about things. She storms out of the car.
I pull out my flask and chug whatever is left.
You're so infuriating. And she's clearly like...
You were
upset
planning
with you.
to tear off your arm!
She's clearly upset with you, like, now that she's had you back and now you've gone and done something, like, totally just you again.
It's...
She's like, at least I know he's not controlling you anymore. And she storms off.
Okay.
That spirit would have burdened me forever. I don't plan to ever go back on myself ever again.
Do you need a new arm? Should we start looking into this?
He's got 2 feet.
He's just gonna walk around specifically kicking people now
Yeah.
instead of punching them.
If you
Man's
think
gonna have quads the size of tree trunks.
if you think the loss of a single arm is enough to deter my spirit, then you are...
It's
Might
not going
not know
to
at
deter
all.
you, but do you think having 2 arms is useful?
Nah.
True strength is true
If I had a nickel for every time we had a campaign where a guy just loses an arm
So much for climbing ladders
to get
conveniently.
rid of some kind of reptilian spirit.
No more monkey bars for you.
You all feel like this frustrated sense of relief as you know for sure your old Kenji is still this guy.
Also, I bet you could do monkey bars with one arm. You just have to swing and jump.
Like you
Kenji
are,
would start doing it with his feet too. He'd be like flop, 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 and you know, like.
you are now like certain beyond any shadow of a doubt that he is on your side. Like Faust would never in a million years have let him do
100%
this.
Kenjiro.
I'm still trying to figure out what kind of strength you think you have that you can just tear off your fucking arm.
I am pretty strong.
Strong enough to tear off your own arm with one hand?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether or not he could or could do it. Kenji said in his mind that he was going to.
And then Kairi cut it off, opposed to being just like, wait, maybe
Instead of
let's think
watching
about
this
this
dude-
or it's
well,
like,
Kenji is actively like trying to tear his arm off. I'm assuming she's just like, oh, there's something wrong. Cuts his arm off.
She knew what he was trying to do. She's familiar with the traditions, and because she's not going to restrain his choices, which is what they just talked about, she was going to do it.
Fair enough.
At least I didn't have to rip up my heart. That might have been more of an issue.
That might have been a
beheads himself.
Yeah. Frankly, we got lucky.
She's, you idiot, and she hugs you again. You're so stupid. And she says, I'm glad to have you back. Most of you, at least.
What did it cost you? Literally an arm.
You know, thinking about it more, I don't think I need to or even want to remember. I think what I said before still holds true. It doesn't matter our memories from yesterday or even an hour ago. What matters is my actions are the actions of me in the now. So I ask you, what are we going to do today? What is our plan from here?
It would still be to rendezvous with the other crew at the ladder. Whether you
Then we should make
accept
haste.
it or not, that's our goal.
Yeah, I try and like before I realize,
You see his shoulder flex, like the back of his shoulder blade goes to flex, and then his arm just.
What's the name of Boogie Woogie's already dead?
Yeah. Boogie Woogie is already dead.
Boogie Woogie's already dead.
Toto.
Boogie Woogie's already dead.
I need to rest.
Should you choose to, the rest of your short rest will pass without you dead.
Kenji better not tear off his other fucking arm.
He's like a nod at it, like a...
No,
Well,
he uses his legs and just.
As long as this one doesn't hold the silver serpent, then it might be more of a problem.
Alright, then the last of your short rest continues without event. It has now been about 4 hours since you left
Oh Lord, we
the
rested.
Wheel of Power. So not the Wheel of Power, the
Wheel of Time.
The Wheel of Time. Since you left the Wheel of Time.
Oh no!
Roll credits.
This is the happy ending. Tune in next time. There was no next time.
They would never heard from again.
We
We
have
killed Faust. We won. The
we
end.
have a boat waiting for us to take us back through the swamps, but I don't know if that's our fastest route. I presume it is.
Well, how much are we? Well, here's my question: are we trying to rendezvous with the other party, or are we just trusting them to get? Because we're just trying to get the ladder set up for next loop, right? We're not actually climbing it this loop.
I mean, if we can climb it and beat Faust to it, it might be beneficial.
Worth pursuing.
But we know they've already made it to the ladder. So, step 1 is meet up with them, and then figure it out from there. Let's get walking. I'll get up, get out.
I get up.
Something is wrong. You can feel it, 25. That resonance. That light, magical resonance that you feel when you are about to claim Metal War.
Is that so?
Is that so?
Your intuition is bing, 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 off the charts. You feel something kindred nearby.
Can I tell a direction?
No.
Alright, everybody ready?
We fighting?
I think so.
Are you stealthing or fighting?
I'm
think-
stealthing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
stealthing.
I was just like, fuck you guys, I'm out.
I think stealthing is our better option.
If we want a group stealth check, roll twice for both your characters.
Okay. Kenji got a 25. Kairi got a natural one.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
Roll stealth, everybody.
13.
15.
Yeah. Kairi's,
Yeah, I get
Kairi's
eight.
total is
Are we
a
casting any spells to
10.
help us?
I probably should, shouldn't I?
So, like,
Kairi did the worst, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the
Where's Faust's status?
invisibility potion.
Will you drink it?
Sure.
Plus, pass that trace?
Yes, yes, that's
It gives it the advantage, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if she's casting Pass Without a Trace, I don't think.
Hold
she
on to
can
your.
drink the-
Yeah, hold on to your question.
Dude, I already drank.
so 25 gets up, gets out of the little hut, and about 10 seconds later leads back down, and it's just like, we need to go.
25
I think
doesn't
it's
have hair,
here.
but you can tell like all his hair is fading on it, essentially. He's
I think
tense.
we should go. And stealthy as possible.
Off in the distance, just underneath the muffled thunder, you hear.
Yeah, okay, let's go. I don't want to fight this thing again. Dear God. Alright, let's go. Alright, I'll start making my way, hopefully followed by the party towards the boat.
Booking it on the road, or are we ducking between rubble and building?
Probably
Well-
should be ducking in bobbing and leaving and all the other words.
Sure.
I'm kind of with full on this one. If we're stealthing, I think trying to just...
It's like a giant bird, right?
No.
What is this thing?
You'll find out.
Oh, I'm scared.
I feel like this thing is more determined by sense of smell and smelling magic than.
Would I remember what its dominant senses were?
Smell and touch.
Okay, yeah, no, let's book it down the street.
Does pass without trace obscure our scent? I think hiding might still be fine then.
I still think we should move.
Okay.
Touch has some tremor sense.
Oh, tremor scent. Well, no, then we definitely want to go stealthy.
Well, yeah, still stealthy, but I don't know if trying to weave our way through buildings would be more advantageous.
It's up to you. Make the call.
What's the group think?
If its senses are touch and
Smell.
we should just get out of here as fast as fucking possible.
Alright.
And if that means just running down an open street, we should just book it.
Sure.
Okay. I still think pass without a trace is worth it, though, for the smell.
I used it. I can't unuse it. I've already crossed out the tally.
Shit's already in the bulb. Shit's already in the bulb, Brad. What do
Alright.
you want me to do? Put it back in my ass?
Alright, let's go. I guess we're running.
You guys are booking it.
I guess.
Bullet play.
I guess.
So you guys find the center street, which you weren't very far from, and you just like run, walk, jog. What are we doing?
Sprint.
I guess we're running.
Sprinting.
Or sprinting.
Making lots of tremors.
Yeah.
Donk, 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 donk.
Yeah, we're talking about me running.
And then, does anyone look behind you?
No.
Wow.
You hear
Fuck that.
pitter patter of thousands of feet, hands, something striking the earth, getting closer.
We can outrun it.
You keep going.
I don't like this.
Closer.
Don't turn around. You'll start walking backwards. It'll reverse you.
You're gonna lose your other arm.
A chunk of stone makes an arc over your head and then hits the ground somewhere to your forward and right.
Just keep going.
It's getting closer.
Hey.
Another rock. This time. How's make a dex save?
Oh,
Kenji
God
wants
damn
to
it.
turn around and punch the thing
Can I
so
cast
bad.
Water Walk and Tidal Wave? So we all just
Instantly or?
just like.
I think if you were going to cast anything, you should cast Tidal Wave backwards.
You think so? I don't know if it would affect it that much.
I don't either.
I just wanted to push us out.
I almost am tempted to have like 25
I know
step-
it can push us farther. I don't know that it can push
we
it
haven't
away.
seen this thing yet, but in Kenji's mind right now, it's like a Katamari ball with hands. And it's just like kind of rolling.
I'm
Yeah.
tempted to
What'd
have
you roll?
25 step off the
What'd
road
you roll,
and
Alistair?
just stop.
An 11?
Yeah.
Alistair, you get domed by a giant boulder. Not only do you take damage, but you're knocked prone.
Okay.
Grab
I'm
him!
gonna do that.
It's 9 bludgeoning damage. What's happening?
Okay. I'm going to... So, remind me how you roll Pass Without Trace. Do we have to stay within the
30
perimeter?
feet.
30 feet? It'll still smell me, but...
Alistair, do you roll onto your back or do you stay on your stomach facing forward?
I'm going to stay on my stomach.
Just start sliding.
I'm thinking
That
about
rock hits you and excited.
me stepping off to the side so you guys can keep running, because it's definitely hearing my footsteps over everything else.
I don't think.
Let me solo it.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to solo it.
I think if anyone tried to solo, it'd be the Kenji, who can get away really quickly and catch up to you guys basically instantly.
True. up to you. I don't have a good idea here.
Well, someone's got to grab Alistair.
I will just pick him up.
Okay.
Yeah, you pick him up.
Roll athletics to pick him up without breaking stride.
Okay, 24.
Okay. So you
Like-
get swooped up before you can even hit the
Like
ground.
picking up a cat.
Yeah.
It's just
If someone gets hit again, Kenji's gonna turn around and just punches him really hard.
From your
Okay.
position hanging, you're facing backwards, and it finally comes into view.
oh no.
A giant, huge ball of hands.
Oh my god.
I'm picturing whatever that
Skin
blob
is
creature
leathery
is
orange.
from.
Each hand has
Maze
a
Runner.
yellow jaundiced eye vertically slit in the middle, and they're all emerging from some point of light, white and pearlescent in the center. Some of the hands are making signs as it runs, the others are clambering, some of them are bloating. It's leaving dead hands in its wake, which then get up and scamper away. It's making signs as well. And a laser shoots out from one of its hand signs.
What the?
Ninjutsu looking ass.
Does it seem to be outpacing us?
It's about 20 feet from you.
So
And
yes.
it's closing the distance about 5 feet per 6 seconds. And then you notice that it's because nothing is slowing it down. Anytime it hits a wall, just like effortlessly,
It bounces all. And boom, boom, boom.
it's got thousands of hands. Thousands of,
Perfectly
Exactly.
hand spraying.
pretty much.
The ideal form.
It grabs another chunk of boulder and not next to any of you, but
What's the plan?
I think our only option is to turn and fight if it's outpacing us.
only by about 5 feet per round. If you can buy yourself a good window of opportunity, you think you can get away. It just will take one decisive action, perhaps. Maybe two, depending on how well
Throw
you
some cow traps down.
Can I pick up a chunk of boulder and just lob it
That's
over
gonna slow you down.
back towards it?
Kenji is
I got
going
shit.
to. We're like walking along a cliffside edge, right? Like so, we're like the wall. It's like there's a cliffside wall to our
You
left.
are in the center of the village still, so you are running down a street that is lined on both sides by rubble and ruined buildings.
Okay.
And it's kind of like swerving, almost like a half pipe between buildings and the road, between buildings and the road, just clambering, grabbing things, pulling itself faster and faster. That's how you think it's catching up. Not that it can walk faster than you, but it literally has stuff to climb and pull itself towards you. So you think that once you're on open ground, you could probably outrun it.
So how's the water walk tidal wave sounding? We just push ourselves forward?
Depends how well it works.
I assume
Whether or not you
we're
wanna
all
slow it
like
down or
action
speed it up.
dashing right now, like
Mhm.
sprinting.
Yeah. Okay. I think I can stall it for a turn or two.
Well,
Without
okay.
it catching you?
Wait a second. Let's think for a second.
I don't care how good of a grappler you are. If you, 1,000 hands are pulling you.
Let's
well,
think for a
if
second.
it just never gets a chance to touch me.
Real quick. So, you are incredibly fast. We are currently running at Nimbus's top speed. Because I have my boots of speed with like 8 minutes left of it. He can start bonus action dashing. You have all of your crazy shit. If Nimbus goes into a bird and goes airborne, if Nimbus shapeshifts into a bird and goes airborne, the three of us can almost double
It's
the
like
speed
a
we're
chicken
currently
Brett
moving.
from Cloudy with a Chance of
So we
Meatballs.
can just outpace it
Okay,
if she
sure.
transforms.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it. We bird.
You bird, he starts triple dashing, I can start triple dashing.
I was gonna say, so I'm
Yeah,
not
I think
actually
triple dash?
running. I'm
Or
fucking
not
floating.
triple dash, but my my dash becomes a
When
120.
you break into a triple sprint, you just go as the moth wing begins
Yeah,
flapping.
so we'll decide to tell our slow person to start
you boost
flying.
your speed, that's right.
Yeah, so I can get up to 120 per 6 seconds. Colo's up to 90. Right?
No, just 80.
Now if you triple dash, it's
Yeah.
120.
Oh yeah, triple dash
It's
is 120.
120, and I'm at I think it's either 150 or 165.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
You're also a lot. So
So turn into a bird and everybody else just books it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, you turn into a bird, pretty much discarding past without trace that you've been spotted. And you want to start booking it. You are outpacing it, but because no one is keeping it busy, it will throw a couple more rocks at you.
Can I throw down a thing of caltrops? Is that do
No, it will do nothing.
That will take one of your dash actions away.
Well, never mind.
Alright, that is a hit against Kenji and 25.
Okay.
Both of you.
Can I deflect missiles that?
You can attempt,
The boulder.
You can attempt to reduce the damage.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you throw it back.
I'm not planning to throw it back. I'm just trying
Can
to
I
parry
throw
it.
it back?
Throw it back, like shake ass.
I was trying to parry it. That's basically it.
9 and 14
Okay.
damage.
Oh, I see. I get that by default.
And then roll dex saves, not default prone.
If I take 0, do I still have
Pass.
to roll that?
Yes.
I assume 17 passes.
Yes.
Natural 20 for a total of a lot.
You break out of the village, and it is chasing you on open ground and just kind of wheeling itself forward without terrain to constantly grab on and pull itself towards you. It is making significantly slower progress. You think that you're pretty
You
much
sure you don't want that metal bar?
oxen free.
It's on top of the mountain, sir. The cage is on top of the mountain.
No, the cage is still around it.
Yeah, I thought it's still bound
In
by its
brief
cage.
glimpses, you can see the arms erupting out of thin
Oh.
white
I
bars.
thought you'd be like desperately like, come on, we should fight it out with that metal bar. I thought that's what you'd be saying.
Nah, it's not worth it.
What if we gave you recoil damage?
It's not worth the risk, and it wouldn't.
After you get far enough away,
I've still had one metal bar just in the storage unit for the last 7 months out of game.
all told, it has been about 5 hours. You are open free. You hear disappointed.
Thank God.
Do you slow back to a walk?
Yeah.
Okay. You enjoy this?
Trying to get back to the boat.
You have about an hour until you hit the bridge at your current pace.
And we don't have a way to cross the bridge right now.
What do you got if we just jump?
How far was the jump?
Big. You don't remember the exact dimensions.
You're actually forgetting our real solution is that we have a bird that can just carry us.
Oh yeah, that's right. We keep marching.
I'd say we just keep action dash, like kind of jogging down the mountain.
We're going.
6 hours have passed. The bridge is within sight. You are out of the majority of the mage storm now.
Has the tide kept receding?
Not noticeably, very gradually. As in, like, you can't see it happen, but when you check an hour later, it's even lower. Now that you're out of the mage storm, off in the distance, you see something tall, something wide, something reaching up towards the moon. It appears as if a pillar of water is raising out of the western ocean in the middle of the Sea of Storms and approaching the moon itself. But it's not like a fountain pillar, it's structured, it has right angles. It's almost like a giant tower.
There's our ladder.
Oh shit.
It's not such a bad climb.
Let's get to the boat first.
You stand at the foot of the Great Perdine Bridge, that cursed shadowy tower where you fell victim to that vision flashback, or as Brad likes to call it, gray monochrome
Recap.
Time memories.
time memory lies in front of you. Do you pass through it?
Yeah.
You hear the sound of an ice maker? I don't know.
No, that's just the sound of the fridge.
So we are going through the tower onto the bridge now.
Yeah.
The winds howl.
Did he reset the trap?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you were doing.
Bro teleported back to the bottom of the trap, and then
I was just pointing out that your characters would feel slight anxiety.
No, yeah, 100%.
why do you guys all look so nervous here?
Bro.
Got fucked over here. As I tried to tell you earlier. Get the fuck away from
Yeah,
me.
dude, you got long legs. I didn't realize. Is that actually your feet? Jesus Christ! I didn't think I was able to touch you from over here.
Bro is slouching down so he can go further.
He's encroaching in my territory on my end of the table.
Well, we have a problem.
Yeah, okay. Go for it.
As my chair is sliding away from me.
I'm king of the castle here.
What?
He's just holding his legs up.
Correct. I'm literally touching the table right
Do
now.
we venture towards the Great Gap and the Great Perdine Bridge that also itself bridges a Great Gap?
Yeah.
The
My
great.
lower back is breaking. I would like to
You should
receive
sit
my
up.
legs back. I couldn't.
You were trapped by Robert.
From
walk-
where it was, no.
Bro got grappled.
You walk out onto the bridge. The howling winds tug and tear at your clothing. Anything loose begins to flap around. Some of it lands in your face. Some of it just kind of waves in the wind. Ocean spray, lightning kind of mists your face. Last time you were here, bad things happened.
Hey Nimbus, would you mind helping us across?
Squawk, squawk.
You can speak, remember? I like to think you like lean your head down so you can have your talons come up and just like.
Okay,
Nimbus,
fine.
From your high point, are you flying with the party or are you flying above?
Well,
I'm like above, but with them, you know.
Someone has broken the other end of the bridge so that there's just this standing piece in the middle with no connection at either end.
Tidal wave.
You just have to fly us further.
Yeah. Okay, who's first? Not you.
The three light ones.
Okay, Alistair, you're first. You're the skinniest.
Yeah.
Are you flying over the first 90-foot gap and then dropping him, or are you?
Now we're
flying
going all the
over-
way.
That is a very long way to go. I would say it's about 300 feet all told to cross the whole thing.
Leaving me on the other side.
I don't want to leave you in just like the
how far below is the water?
island. It's like an island, isn't it?
Hundreds of feet. This is a very tall, very long bridge. They call it the Great Bridge of Perdine for a reason.
How much health do you have?
Enough.
As an equal? I don't know.
I'll just use my grappling hook or my fishing wad and just keep pulling myself as I keep attacking her until I miss and fall inevitably to my death.
Troll physics. So you're flying all the way
Monster
across
hunter.
it
I don't get why wouldn't I just fly all the way across?
because you would be very far away from the rest of the party.
But I would have Alistair.
But then he would be alone. Could she carry two people? So I'm thinking if she's able to carry me, which I'm not sure that she is, I weigh more than two people combined.
She could carry two people, but she would be even slower.
Okay, I'll
But
take.
if you took the siblings,
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
carry
say, take
one, the other one rides on your back.
Those
Twins.
sibs.
Yeah.
Okay, Kenji, get in my claws.
It's gonna be harder for you to hold me.
Why? Oh, because you're one fucking arm. Fine, get on my back. Kairi, I'm holding you.
She knows.
Hold on with your one arm.
Oh, I don't need to hold on. I can just stand here.
I don't think
Stand.
there's wind.
Bro's surfing.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. We're going across. All
Alright.
the way.
You fly all the way across over the first 90-foot gap, over the about 100-foot span of bridge, and then over the second 90-foot gap, leaving them on the other side.
Abandoned. Okay, let's go.
You fly
Let's
back
get
to the
it.
other side?
Yes.
You were struck by lightning.
Kairi and I both have a high price perception in case anything's gonna jump us.
What's that music?
It's the I'm pissing music. Give me a second, Gabe.
Bro is constantly pissing.
I drink a lot of Monster.
Mine, sure, it is a diuretic.
I don't like this.
Sour gummy strips plus monster.
Kairi and Kenji,
Call it battery.
you sit alone at the end of a great
Okay,
bridge.
Kairi, let's duel. I'm actually betraying you again. I forgot to roll Kenji's health for level up. So I just did that now. I rolled a 5 and a 6. Poggies.
There's a flash of light. Nice. And then you see them.
I thought about playing that game, Sea of Stars.
It's all right.
What game?
Sea of Stars.
The gameplay's pretty fun. The story is agonizing.
Story's incredibly ass. The game's all right. Otherwise,
It's on Game Pass, so I installed it, but I haven't played it.
Did you play Monster Hunter Rise on Game Pass?
Not a game I want to play solo.
you see them. You don't recognize them, but there is a Kashyyyk woman with a heavy military coat worn over her shoulder like a cape. There is a pink Goyalkin with a shortcut hairstyle tied back. There is a large Engin with a backpack. A large, what are they called? The little Orkins. Yeah, there's an Orkin as well.
Clock stoppers.
Who am I missing? Ah, and Yufei himself. Him you do recognize. Standing and floating
What about,
behind them.
Kairi's friend.
Yeah, you would. She would recognize Elodie by her name. And Faust floating behind them.
Mm-hmm.
He looks down at you disdainfully.
I heard you abandoned me. Seems always pretty accurate.
I heard you did the same to me. So, you're working with them now, is it?
It's not for you too late for you to come work with us.
You would dare to betray me a second time.
I'm not the one alone.
Nimbus, from your great high perspective, you saw a flash of light as Faust and his now long rested secondary party, those 6 hours mattered, teleported in. You are rounds away. You are in the middle between these two and those two. At full dash, you could arrive at either point within a round. But you don't know if you have enough time.
Is it storming?
Not over here.
No!
Man, I'm not even over yet. I can't even tell Faust that he's a little bitch.
Artemis cracks her head. Alright, boss man, so we're taking this one down? Can do. Elodie looks at Kairi briefly, and you see a flash of recognition pass over her face, but she quickly quiets it.
It would take 3 rounds for me to get one of them and come back.
It would take 3 rounds for you to take him back. In a round, you could get over there and then bring Alistair back. Assuming you full dash both ways.
You could also take a full round and come and get us and bring us away.
I think Faust would
But they
allow
could
that.
just teleport.
At least we'll be together. I think it's faster to come grab both of us than to bring you and you across, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm just gonna grab them.
You're running towards them.
Yeah, I'll go get
Okay.
them. The twins.
Yufei smiles smugly, and he says,
I have been waiting for this day for quite a while.
takes a step forward. Faust puts up a head.
Not so fast, Yufei. Surely we should speak first. So what will it be, Kenji? Will you betray me a second time?
Surprise, I was on your side. I have brought you Kairi, as well as a scattered.
Or shall you give her to me as an offering?
He doesn't say that.
He says, surely you wouldn't dare to betray me a second time.
Like I said, I'm not the one alone here.
I can't help but notice you're down an appendage.
A weakness that was holding me back.
Nimbus, you were about halfway there.
A weakness? You're saying you had what I gave you, what we had was a weakness. Correct.
It was a pure compromise. Something I won't do again.
So if you're going to make that decision, I want to hear you say it. Are you betraying me?
Faust, As right now, it's not too late. But if your decision is final, then so is mine. I will fight you if you wish to maintain the loop forever.
That's all I needed to hear.
How much health do you have?
I'm good.
Like 7?
I'm good. I'm so fine.
From the potion?
I got arrested.
And with that, Nimbus, you arrive on scene as well. He smiles and says,
Perfect timing. I knew I had a good reason to save this.
Oh no.
that was not very loud. Hold on.
Oh, god damn it.
Time stops.
Are we frozen as well, or are me and Alistair just sitting on the other side of the bridge chilling?
You are not frozen in time.
Okay.
You can see
It's 300 feet away. We can't see anything.
You can see that the waves around the bridge there have stopped.
Grow wings, fly.
You can see that the wind over there seems to be still.
I'll use my last metal bar to sprout wings with a 60-foot fly speed and fly over me and Alistair.
Really?
Would I be able to?
Once, yes.
No.
Go for it, man.
No.
You're not affected by time stop because
No.
you gotta. You can't go into this fight
Not
with such a
once.
disadvantage.
No.
If not now, then win.
No. No.
Faust nods and he descends down.
I'm going to show you something that I don't want you to forget anytime soon.
He's going to walk up to Kairi and he's going to place his hand on her arm. And when he pulls it back, there's a looping curse in place. He's going to walk over to Nimbus and he's going to put his hand on her neck. When he takes his hand off, there's a looping curse in place. Then he's going to move to you.
When he's next to me, I'm just gonna try and force it with all my will, just to move. I know I'm time stopped, but I'm just gonna try and will it to happen. Where's my D20? There it is. Oh wait. Wisdom would be a 21.
21. He gets close to you and you manage to headbutt him. He pulls back and you're quickly frozen back in time again. His face dented and bloodied and scratched.
Of course you would, martial artist. Wipes it off. And that is exactly why I'm going to show you what happens when you betray me.
He's going to pluck something out of your forehead and then blow it into your face. And at once, all of your looping memories crash down on you. Every single loop, every single thing you did, and more importantly, as he begins pulling them out of his sleeve, every silver string you ever gave him. He plucks one off of your wrist, plucks another off of Kairi's, and then wherever it is on Nimbus's body, locates it there and plucks it off of her.
Nah, it's absorbed into me. I'm an eagle.
Then he uses magic to pull it out.
Fuck you!
He walks and circles back around in front of you and gently, slowly ties them together into a noose.
Oh god, no.
I'm not going to harm you tonight, Kenji. This morning, Kenji. I'm going to show you what happens when you betray me. I'm going to take something you love away from you permanently. And I will continue to do so as long as you see fit. I thought that we were the same, you and I. But now I see. You're just plain hero. We are the same at the end of the day. I will teach you to follow your true nature. And if you don't, I will continue to punish you.
He's going to walk over to Kairi, place the noose around her neck. You hear a snap. A snap that echoes not just once, but 1,000 times, infinite times, as it reverberates across every possible timeline, every possible timeline. Snap.
No!
You you gave me one of those strings, every time you defied me, you were building her death. Watch and listen!
And as you two, far away across the bridge, find yourself suddenly transported to the end of the second gap, within sight but still out of reach, still powerless to do anything, you see her body hanging.
This is what happens to those who try to stop me from ending the loop. The loop will continue. You will all suffer alongside me in our perfect little paradise we built for each other. Don't you get it? We're chasing each other. You and me. We give each other meaning. Without each other, there is nothing. Outside of this time loop, you would be nothing. I give your life meaning. Me! And without me, you are nothing. And it's the same for me. The same for me.
Kairi, in your dying moments, you've realized how close you are. He's left them out. The cogs are still within reach. You feel the fire burning within you, building, crescendoing, that thing that you've held back for all your life. You fear that this might be your one and only chance to let it out.
I explode.
You explode. And in one powerful, ear-tearing, world-shattering explosion across 1,000 timelines, you explode. Your powers consume you. The very death that you had feared most would happen, that your father had drilled into your skull from the day that you were born, that your powers would consume you. You let it happen, but it's on your terms. And you don't care if it's going to happen to you over and over and over, as you don't know it will, but you feel it might. What matters is this moment. The past doesn't matter, the future doesn't matter, you live in the present. You explode. Kenji, you and Nimbus are both blinded, knocked prone by the shockwave as a red, burning explosion flattens reality around you. The clockstoppers are as well. Faust is knocked back, probably very far. In that moment of clarity where your heads are still spinning and that whining is still in your ears, but you have a moment to act, you see it in front of you. She managed to knock one of them in your direction. Nimbus or Kenji, it is within reach of you, the cog.
I'm going to get up. I'm going to put my hand on the ground. I'm going to dash past the cog. I'm just making a beeline for Faust.
Okay, I'll grab the cog.
You grab the cog.
Going to kill him.
Within a split second, you realize this decision has to be made, but you have a terrible, terrible burden you have to accept. Do you claim it?
Yeah.
You touch it and it disappears in a wisp of light. Immediately, you don't feel anything, but you get the creeping, dreadful sensation that something has changed about you. Kenji, you continue running, sprinting. You run past the prone bodies of the Chosen towards Faust, who is lying broken and battered at the other end of the bridge. Very distant. But his body, which had been burnt to a crisp, rights itself back up. Bones break as they reassemble, joints crack at odd angles. He stands back up. His chest is blown out entirely. You can see his old rotten entrails pouring out of his open chest, turning to dust as we speak. One of his arms is lying on the ground, one leg broken, resting on the what's called an epiphysis, the tip, the two nubs, resting on the bridge, the other one on his knee.
to cave his face in. I'm just going to attack as hard as I can, as fast.
You break him. You batter him. You continue beating him until 2 whispered words make it out of his breath. Oh, person! With all of his power, you have been paralyzed. And he looks at you. This was your doing. The chosen, his chosen, look on in shock. Yufei looks at first confused, and then he looks pointedly at the rest of the party, Nimbus, Alistair, and 25, as if observing what you will do next. Elodie looks completely shell-shocked. Artemis looks shell-shocked, and Gwyn and Sig look as if very confused. Elodie blinks quickly and then turns to Faust. That wasn't what we agreed on! We were just going to capture them!
You do what I tell you to do, and you will follow me towards the ends of the earth.
Yufei looks at all of you and then he turns around and says, Not anymore. This was not what we agreed on. No killing was what we said. They were to be left to me.
As if I would keep my word to people like you who don't even matter. Rebel if you want, but I'll just erase your memories and we'll start this damn thing all over again.
And at the word erase their memories and start over again, Artemis falls on her knees and begins crying. No! You said we were special! You said we were special! You said we were heroes! Elodie looks shell-shocked. Gwyn pulls out her giant orchid teeth in a sneer and she says, I can't believe you! You could have looped us at any time! You could have looped Sigyn at any time! He's been with us this whole time, forgetting every 3 days for nothing? And Sig grabs onto her and pulls her back. Wait, Gwyn, no! It's not... You can't take him! He'll just kill you! Sig holds her back to the best of his ability, and Yufei turns and looks at you all grimly, as if one who is to suffer another death that he's been told about before. Faust laughs.
I'll see you all in 2 days.
With his one remaining functioning arm, snap, and he teleports out. Kenji, you were released from your paralysis at that moment.
Bring us over. Nimbus, bring us over.
And I think that is a good time to end the session.
Jesus Christ.
Well, did you expect that?
No comment.
If someone who has a cog gives it to somebody else, are they still tortured by it?
So,
If they're no longer bearing the weight?
are you talking about transferring the claim to somebody else?
Yes.
You're not going to get any worse. It's very unknown whether or not you'll get better.
So, like, if Nimbus were were wanting to pass the cog to somebody else,
Immediately, odds are good, because you've barely held it for long. But if you used it or waited too long, who's to say?
I considered grabbing it, but there were 3 reasons.
I don't think Kenji would have done
Yeah.
it ever.
One, I already have another reason. I already have a character as a cog, so I already get to play with it. So I've already got that covered. 2, I literally just released an outside source of power. Sacrificed my arm for it. I don't think even in a moment of weakness, with Kairi dead, he would take that. And 3, he was way more focused on pummeling Faust.
it would be entirely up to you, but either of my characters would be more than willing to carry the cog. I think Carter makes more sense.
I think Nimbus can take it.
I agree.
What do you think, Ren? But the cog, and who should have it?
Nimbus should have it forever. She won't keep the
Nimbus
loop going.
past casting a much higher level call lightning.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Nimbus would want it.
Nimbus when she forces Kenji and Faust into a duel.
Because I have a very, I like the idea of either of mine, having it for very separate reasons, but also at the same time, if you think it's awesome for Nimbus,
You
then
want
definitely.
it.
I think it's fitting for both. With Carter having his book and with 25's whole thing having been carrying this burden forever.
I think Nimbus I personally think Nimbus out of our party makes the most sense.
Mechanically, she makes the best use of it. But if she doesn't want it, she doesn't want it. That's how it is.
Oh, not even mechanically. It was just she's our leader. I trust her most.
Ah, Nimbus de facto leader.
Alright.
See, Nimbus is the leader. All the more reason that why would she carry the heavy shit?
That's the job of a leader.
It's the job of the pack. Very good session.
Got intense there.
Yeah.
That no was a bit more intense than I thought I would let out.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Robert, you're letting out your
Belted it out.
I respect it.
every ounce of drama you have.
Oh, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, stop, no.
No, don't do it. You're too sexy to kill yourself.
Oh, Kairi.
It was funny though, just because you were pretty straight faced, and then you went straight into
Well,
screaming.
I was under time stop. I wasn't able to speak.
Time stopping after. So time restarts when he does something harmful.
Mm-hmm.
And so it initiated the minute that her neck broke.
I see.
The second.
The
split.
silver noose. The silver noose. All the silver strings.
You built that death,
Yeah.
Kenji. You gave him those strings.
You know what? All that matters is that Kenji can now at will break out of time stop anytime for any reason.
Does he lose powers now that he's lost a cog?
We'll see.
Well, he's gonna get 2 more next week.
He's still be able to time stop, which I didn't want to. It's kind of bullshit. I didn't want to pull it out as often as I did, but I kind of had to do it.
I mean, his win button is he would use it.
And it's not too overpowered because he can't hurt you guys without breaking it.
It's just giving him monologue time.
Yeah, just to set up the circumstances. Initially, he was only going to use it in this scene, but I needed a way for him to revive Kenji without you guys being able to intercept too much, and that wasn't going to happen without a time stop, so I had to pull it out. But I was like, that kind of bullshit, so I'll let Alistair still be active, and then you can stab him, and you'll feel like a badass when you break time stop. So it's kind of 1.5 time stops, really.
Mm-hmm. And it seems, at least we've learned a bit, that I don't know if you'll keep it mechanically this way, but one time stop has a range.
Oh yeah.
A range limit, so it's not like it stops time for the entire
And
world.
he has to know
stops it for
you're
the
there.
local
He's
area.
by sight.
Yeah, and he has to have sight view.
And he can only do it once. The willpower was an exception. He can only do it once. So when you do face him, and those of you who are holding cogs might be immune. So we'll see.
On the next episode, in 3 weeks.
Yeah, because I'm going to be gone both of the next consecutive weekends.
Me too. I was gonna say, I was trying to break the news, but I'm glad you're also gonna be gone. It makes me feel better.
I'm gone this weekend as well.
I'm going on big.
It's spring
Me
break.
too.
Spring break.
I want to get your foot on my ass. Get your feet on my ass.
Get your
Ass on my feet.
foot in my ass.
Very eventful. I was not expecting us to break that part of the session today, but it was do it now or wait 2 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah. Sad. Sadiga.
Kairi's dead. Kenji's awake. Her death did not mean nothing, tragic as it was.
I hope Faust is like permanently scarred by that.
He's no longer green. He's like
Orange.
just charred.
He always talks like this.
Because he's a corpse.
His lungs got smoked.
Smoker's lung be like.
He's now in cog at least. Oh, Kairi. She deserved better. But Robert can't play two characters at once.
I mean, you could have just hung Kenji and made that a whole sequence.
No, that
That
would
would have been
It would have.
insane.
We had that conversation for way too long. I've been looking forward to this, which I get some credit for. This is great. I've been so excited for this scene. And he did make a good argument for it being Kenji, and I was very against it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was the one who came up with the idea to kill Kairi in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
This tragic character death was my doing.
well, yeah, I was like, but like, it wasn't like it blindsided me. I was like, hey, when Kenji comes back, Kairi kind of has to die for it to make sense.
Getting your memories back this way was my part of my contribution.
The cruelty of it.
Yep.
Which is so on flavor for our good old Fausty green boy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll probably go like insane or something once I actually have to recollect all this terrible shit I've done.
Or it will just never sink in.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
It's just of such high scale that I can't really comprehend it.
Yeah. Just gotta...
Do their looping curses have their original numbers?
Yes. As a tasteful twist of irony, Faust would have branded those on you.
Oh.
So all of us have the looping curse again.
Yep.
In my defense,
Except
or-
Emmy.
just want to make it clear, Alistair has always hated Faust. Always.
True.
Nimbus, you could not set that up better for me by isolating those two on their own.
I
and coming
know.
back. It was beautiful.
It's crazy.
That was perfect.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
I'm like, she's literally dropping them in front of me.
Yes.
And it's not like the
Nothing
second-
would have been different if I dropped the other ones first, because they would have just sat there, right?
Yeah, they would have attacked you on either side of the bridge.
Yeah.
It was purposely set up so you would have to.
Split the party.
Yeah. And the clue that another part of the bridge was broken already was to clue you that this is a trap.
Hmm.
But you really don't have any other way around it. So.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, Faust was not necessarily made at my request, but made like in part because I had a request at the very beginning of the campaign that there was someone so diametrically opposed to Kenji, like that he would just hate him. And it wasn't anyone who would like know before or whatever. Anyways, yeah. I don't know if Gabe will ever confirm if that was that character, but it's very cool that it worked out. I don't know if it just happened to grow into that by chance, or if you just designed it that way.
The one guiding principle was that Faust was someone who stood opposed to the morals of the group, which was that people can change despite impossible circumstances, and that there's a reason to hang on to hope. So having a villain who was essentially hopeless and beyond redemption fit naturally into the idea of having someone who just hated you in your guts unconditionally.
I remember like vaguely at the beginning of the campaign. I forget if you said this exactly or not, but you said like the original plan was like for Animus to be like the like one of the last big
villain.
bad, and Faust would be someone we encounter along the way or have to deal with along the way.
Yeah, Animus was supposed to be the A plot villain, and Faust was supposed to be the B plot villain. But I realized that the amount of tension that you guys with Faust and
Because we kept leaving him in the fucking cage.
Yeah, but also you guys had a past with him, and you were directly responsible for his situation, and he's honestly just beyond Animus's power. It only made natural sense to unfortunately shove Gore Machina kind of more towards the sideline.
Well, what
I mean,
about
they weren't the sideline; they were just the B plot.
Yeah. Well, what would have Animus as like an A plot looked like? Do you have any idea?
Pretty much the same. just that he's going to end the loop and plunge the world into the next age of darkness. Instead of keeping the loop forever.
It's the 2 different Dark Souls endings where the gameplay is the same, or mostly the same.
Pretty much.
But the outcome is different.
Wheel Time was heavily inspired by Dark Souls.
As all good things are.
And
Bro, I'm so hyped
what is
for
it,
the
Majora's
Elden Ring
Mask?
DLC.
Yeah, Majora's.
because every time I talk about the campaign, I'm like, oh, like Majora's Mask.
Yep.
Majora's Mask.
Yes, everybody doesn't know what it is.
Really?
Well, I can't use this example now.
It's like the classic time loop game.
I
I
agree.
don't know.
Well, it's just too classic at this point. Whereas it's old. Like even the remake is 10 years old.
Jesus.
Damn.
I'm fucking
You said it, not me.
Shut up, child.
Oh, Kairi.
Kairi, you were so cool, and now all your weapons and magic and abilities are gone.
What breaks my heart the most is that
Cool. So speaking of the kid coming,
her death is her powers
What?
consuming
on
her every
Wednesday,
time.
Yeah.
it was just like, oh, also Jane, you have to come this Saturday.
Well,
so
it's
Bradley
just
has
tragic.
a parental guardian.
I mean, I feel like it might have been worse if she hadn't exploded. The context is that she dies by hanging,
Guys,
and
Brad needs
that brings up a darker path if she's like hanging herself every
Yeah,
timeline.
but the irony in that her powers did consume her in the end.
Yeah.
It makes me sad.
Big sad.
But it was on her terms.
It's good shit.
And if you guys successfully end the loop,
Who knows what might happen?
Do you want any mechanical anything mechanical to come out of Kenji removing his arm?
if you want to. If not,
We can
just keep
discuss
the same.
it at a later point in time. I'm mixed on it.
He's built different.
Rock 2.0.
Well, I don't.
And a prosthetic.
I know.
I don't
Just
plan
get
on
Kenji
having
a prosthetic.
No.
It wouldn't be probably a living tree. We'd give him some.
Kenji would not accept it either way.
Gore Machina.
What can I say?
Gore Machina.
Losing an arm is one of my favorite tropes.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
I'm more of losing your hand kind of guy.
I
opposed to
thought
the
you'd say that I'd have to rip up my own
just
heart.
for the
I
2
might have
tropes.
That would've killed me.
It would have killed me, but
Still
it wouldn't have
coward.
killed
And
me.
that would have been too campy. The arm was like the line of camp and sacrifice to draw. In my opinion.
I don't know. I think living without a heart is pretty metal.
You would not be alive, you would be dead.
Unless you
We'll
became
give
an
him an
undead.
engine.
Living through sheer force of will. Does that not sound familiar?
Heart
That's-
of
That
fire.
that crosses the line. From
Kenji, if you had to rip out your heart, you would have had to become an undead.
Well, that's my point. I wouldn't like taken the curse. I was just like through force of will or through some supernatural means, like become undead. Not necessarily
that's too
mechanically,
messy. I
but
would not do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I don't think Kenji would ever want to be undead either.
It's great. We suffer permanently.
You can. It's okay. It's perfect immortality. You can choose when you die.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you
Not
can.
entirely.
You can literally just not do your ritual.
You know, that's not choosing when to die. It's choosing to give in to a slow decay.
Yeah.
I thought you died after 2 days of not doing it.
You do, but it's like,
Still a slow and painful death.
yeah, and it's not quite. It's mechanical death, but for an undead, it's more like being crippled beyond higher function because of decay. It's not pleasant, and most undead are not even able to willingly skip over their ritual if they want to. Sort of the thematic undertone of being undead is related to unfinished business, keeping you alive. So most undead are literally incapable of making the choice of giving up because they have unfinished business. Which plays into the whole fate thing about how undead like 25 are technically like their fate is already decided because they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
But defying that.
And
Or giving into it on your own terms rather.
the degree of change also varies dramatically on what that goal is. Because for a lot of undead, if their goal doesn't require them to change enough, they're just stuck being stagnant.
Which is how societies like Allure arise. Or how characters like 25
where it's the opposite, where their goal requires them to change.
Yeah. Great stuff. Very happy with the undead,
I have loved the undead mechanics so much.
both for storytelling and mechanical reasons.
So much. Also, I felt so exposed.
That fight was totally fine. You guys.
No, it was. Just I felt so exposed.
It would have been a little closer if you had been using the curse marks on us.
Which I had forgotten about, actually. That was not me, like, letting you guys off. I just literally forgot about it.
I free gore.
For the benefit, I think having it at the very beginning, it was great.
I'm not upset about it, because it just wasn't really that fun.
Really good story. I really liked the individual puzzles with it, but for like a separate combat, it's very frustrating
Yeah.
for that purpose, which is good and bad.
The fix I came up with for Kenji was to make him a multi-token unit, because I wanted him to do all these things, and he needed multiple initiative turns to be a threat, but I just didn't want to get like one guy down there with one health pool that you would all collectively bang on for initiative turns. So like, what if I just made him like a giant creature, which you already wanted, and then I just assigned each one of them the typical role of what like a unit would do anyway. And then he still gets to do everything that I want him to do, but he's essentially 4 different units masquerading as one.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, like I think it was like more, it was a while ago. It was like 6 months to a year ago. I had like drafted up some. Yeah.
Which I hope you were fine with that incarnation.
Yeah, I like it. I wasn't exactly satisfied with either of these, but these were a few ideas for monster forms for Kenji.
Which it was tough because it needed to straddle the
Some
line.
Garo-esque, like Cosmic Garo style. I like it.
It needed to straddle the line between human enough that it resembled him, because what it was supposed to symbolize, like thematically, was that you're always on that line. Monsters are humans, and humans are monsters. Who can say who is and who is not? Kenji giving up his ideals becomes a monster in that sense. So he needed to be human enough to resemble himself, to keep in mind that you could always, no matter how much development you have, you could always fault again.
Have you guys ever seen or read Monster?
No.
Oh, it's a good one.
And then I needed magic in there too, and connecting it to the divine spirit that he dubiously took from his father, which is not being canonized, but he took it by killing him.
But his dad gets it back now.
With lunar magic. Oh no, that thing is gone.
Oh.
It's released. His dad is dead.
Through time loops?
Oh, yeah, that's true. It'll be back.
And his dad's. If I don't want to meet up with him, he'll probably say something like
Something racist.
something racist, and he'll say something about like your sister's death, just to like bring it up.
Thanks.
She probably died a couple years ago at the.
But he'd bring it up. He'd bring it up. It's just the kind of guy he's like.
So sad.
He's like, pity me, my daughter's dead. Pity
He'd
me.
be like, you know, Kenji, if you were better,
my last remaining.
if you had to follow the family tradition,
Your sister would still be alive.
she would still be alive. It was your fault in an inadvertent guilt trip way.
And he's right.
Also think on the cog, because 25 would offer to take it regardless.
Yeah, but casting spells with your hollow dice,
True.
that's a little iffy.
But he would offer to carry it regardless. Mechanically, it makes way more sense with Nimbus, but
We'll see. We have 3 weeks.
it's
And
Okay.
then we will finish up with this party, which I don't think you guys.
No, this is. Oh, it's so sad. We're having to wrap up.
I don't think you guys are going to make it tomorrow. We'll see.
the campaign's coming close.
I know.
That's the point. Everything has to come to an end.
It's so sad though.
Remember Zeke's the whole thing about you have to end it with it satisfied. You can't try and make a perfect ending.
It's fine. Just start coming up with your characters for the next campaign.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. We're all gonna reground.
Well, we'll have to replace Robert.
When do you move?
Probably sometime in July.
In July.
I don't know what I'll get like a new thing, but I have to be out of my current apartment by like end of July.
Will you stay in Lincoln or?
Move to Omaha.
Likely, don't know for sure. It just depends on where I get a job. I'll probably stay on Lincoln anyways. It's looking, the tech market is so shit right now for software engineers. It's looking like I'm probably just not going to have a job out of college, which will suck.